All right, here we go. Boosie, welcome back. First interview of 2023. Let's get it. Let's get it. So I got to talk about this. Some interviews back, I brought up Terrence Gangsta Williams.
Yeah.
And we talked about how he cooperated on some of his friends.
How you think, Vlad. Stop making that law. You don't know if he did that to get out of jail.
Okay, fair enough.
We don't know that.
Okay.
Do we? Have you saw paperwork?
I've seen some paperwork.
I haven't seen paperwork. How do you know that?
There's been a lot of paperwork that's been floating around.
How do you know that?
Okay, well, look. Okay, so, regardless of what happened, exactly, I brought up the situation to you a few interviews ago, and I said, look, Terrence Williams cooperated on some of his dead friends on some murders, and that in turn allowed him to get out earlier.
Oh, and I also gave him some murders with Sterling and Dooney, so some of my people that I'm at odds with now, even BG was upset about it too, because they was like, man, you tell it on the dead. I didn't look at it like at the time. I was like, well, this is a way I can get up out of prison. I'm not testifying on no one. I'm gonna give them this here. They're gonna cut my time. Cool, But
you had an issue with that, right? And you spoke out the way you usually do in these types of situations.
I had a real respect for Gangsta and the stories I heard about him, but that shit leave with me. I have no type of respect for him anymore. What I had for him, that was because of all the stories and all that. But once you go that route, I dismiss you from my legend book and X you out.
Well, let's just say the story is true. So like I said, I haven't seen the actual paperwork. And
You haven't seen the paperwork. He could be telling you that just to be telling you that on fucking camera.
Right.
He about to set up 100 motherfuckers. That's how that shit go, man. You stay solid, nigga. Some of us gonna make it, some of us ain't. That's just how it gonna be. You know what I'm saying? You can take that gangster shit off your name, man. Real shit, man. That shit hurt me when I heard about that shit. Cause how all them niggas in that city stand up for Gangsta and Angola, man. Them niggas talk highly of this man. They stand on this nigga name. And that shit hurted me to hear that nigga was out of jail and that nigga done got down. Cause them niggas in that city, they stand up behind that nigga. When I say Lee Luke, when I rep Baton Rouge and all my niggas, they want to come up, putting down and stand silent and put in work in the streets, they say gangster. That's one of the good names they say. And that nigga fucked that up with real niggas in the penitentiary.
he responded. There was a little bit of back and forth, and that was the end of that. But since our last interview, there's a podcast that came out with your man T.I.
Yeah.
And he talked about a somewhat similar situation. He said that him and his cousin ended up catching a gun case. His cousin died, and he cooperated against his dead cousin and made that gun case go away. So all through the comments when that came out was, hey, Boosie said what he said about Terrence. How does he feel about the situation with T.I.?
Well, I feel like the situation with Terrence, I don't even know if that's true. Because I got people who want to come into Vlad TV and talk to you about Terrence.
Okay.
But so I don't know if that's true. With the T.I. situation, if he did that, you're a fucking rat too. I don't spare no motherfucking body. Because if you doing anything wrong, you doing anything criminal-wise, and you cooperate with law enforcement to get you out of trouble, that means you're cooperating. That means you're a rat. But I'm going to tell you like this. When I saw that, I think T.I. fucking lying. I think he went up there and just got to fucking talking. You think something happened at 18 years old, right? You gonna hold how vocal he is. I've been around this. You gonna hold that in all them damn time. All this damn time for 20-something years, you gonna hold that in, and it finally came out?
But why admit to that, though?
Why admit to that after? Like, bro, this is what I'm saying. T.I., he's saying this happened early in his career.
Right.
Like, when all this was going around with the shit, what they said he on the
when he got busted with the guns.
With the the video when he was doing it for the The video, man, the Crime Stopper shit.
Oh, yeah. No, okay, well, yeah. Well, like I said, he got busted with a bunch of guns, and he ended up getting a deal which involved him doing Crime Stopper commercials, right?
Right.
And he got very little prison time for a bunch of military ammunitions, basically. And he did that, right?
Yeah, but all this stuff, bro, I just feel like, for me, talking and vibing with this man, I don't feel like he could have held that in for fucking all these years. You just basically just come out and say some shit like that, like that shit was.
Man, look, like,
and then like I'm like, why the fuck he say that when we got a fucking album finna come out?
okay,
Like it was like, bro.
okay. So is that album coming out?
No,
Oh, so you have a finished album with T.I. that's not coming out
no, because it ruined everything.
because of that.
It ruined everything. I woke up with my motherfucking phone, everything full. Like Boosie, you cannot do an album. Boosie, my real fans like Boosie, you the last one left. They like, you cannot put this album out. Like, you know, my uncle OG nigga called me. Like, Boosie? Like, nigga, hey. Nigga, what you gonna, hey, look. Nigga, that album ain't, my uncle called me, nigga, that album ain't coming out.
He told you that.
That was my uncle's OG nigga,
Yeah.
61. Nigga, that album ain't coming out, nigga. You stand on business, nigga. And I ain't talk too long after that. That what he, nigga, you stand on business, nigga.
So this album is done.
We got about 8-9 songs.
Okay,
man.
so, because I remember we talked about it in our last interview. We were talking about even doing a joint interview with you and T.I.
Yeah.
You had a mostly completed album, and then this came out.
Yes, bro.
Did you and T.I. have a conversation about it?
No, bro. Last time we talked, he say, we ran the coach, he said, man, we gonna talk about the album. You know what I'm saying? That was the last thing we talked about, but man, it was bad timing, bro. Like, we finna put this shit together. Real smoke, bro, and you going there. And what I stand on, you go on a fucking interview and say that?
Well, you even said that this album with T.I. is better than Drake and 21 Savage's album.
Smoke! That's how good this motherfucker is. You know, me and Tip hard to get up to. Bro, Smoke, bro, his talent, bro, but you know, like, he hurt me with that one, bro. You know, like, bro, like, from me, I was just really trying to figure out. I was like, man, I think this fucking dude is lying. I think he just went up that motherfucker and, like, why would you? I don't know.
Look. I mean, the whole argument
I didn't get
of why he didn't say shit. I mean, look, how long did it take me to talk about my whole home invasion situation that me and you talked about in our interview? How long did it take me to talk about me getting ripped off for a kilo of cocaine? Like, you know, this is 20, 15 years after. Like, you know, people hold in a lot of shit, you know, until there's a situation. And if you think about the whole T.I. thing, it's not like when everyone found out about it, it's not when he actually said it. It's from a podcast like a year ago that somebody dug up and said, oh, we had missed this part. That wasn't a new podcast. That was from like a year ago. But you know how, you know, you put out a 2-hour podcast, not everyone catches every little thing. Not everyone breaks up their shit like Vlad TV. So, I don't know, man. To me, I don't know why he would lie about this. This doesn't make him look better. It doesn't make him look better.
Me neither.
You know what I mean?
Neither. Like,
now,
I don't.
Would someone lie about having 100 kilos when they really had one? Maybe, but why would they lie about cooperating? That's not something you lie about.
I don't know. I guess, bro. I don't know. It might have been a bigger situation, you know. I don't know. I be trying to figure out people. But I didn't know, you know. I just know that, you know, I go against all that, bro. I stand on what I stand on. You know, like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I was really wondering what your answer was going to be to this because you knew I was going to ask it. You knew I was going to ask this question.
Yeah, I know everything you're going to ask.
Yeah.
And we don't even go over this.
We don't go over it.
I just see what's on the Instagram. That's what you're going to ask me.
Exactly. I knew you're going to. And I was like, how is Boosie going to answer this? Is he going to stick to what he's always said or is he going to make an exception? And you did not make an exception.
No.
So that album is scrapped. Well, when this comes out, you're probably going to get a phone call from him.
I'll answer. I'm answer. I mean,
okay, so you guys will have a conversation about it.
Yeah.
You have no problem speaking to him about it.
Yeah, I don't have no problem speaking to him at all.
But this album is a wrap. I mean, it is what it is.
Man, I got a legacy to hold up, man. I'm one of the last ones left that's, you know, that stand on what I believe in, and, you know, I'm one of the last ones left in it. And I can't break that for nobody.
So you're telling me if you guys get on the phone, there is no chance of him giving you an explanation that you could live with to go forward with doing this album?
It's not that. It's already been tarnished before it even got there. It's already been tarnished. You know, I always took up for Tip. With that Crime Stopper shit, all that shit, I always took up for Tip.
Okay, so how did you feel about the Crime Stoppers thing?
I feel like he just did that shit to, you know, like, sucker them people. That's how I felt that. Like, I just felt like he was just on some shit, like, you know, like, doing a drop. Well, it was just, you know, I wasn't as hard on him about that.
But that was clearly part of his plea deal. Part of his plea deal was, hey, we're going to let you out and you're going to do these commercials. Sign here and you can get out of prison, right? I mean, that wasn't something he volunteered for. Like, who volunteers to do Crime Stoppers? Right? That was part of his deal. Part of his deal was to do the commercial. And, you know, part of the Crime Stoppers was also, hey, if you call, you can get a reward. There's a financial incentive in that Crime Stoppers commercial.
Yeah.
You will get paid to cooperate. We don't just want you to cooperate, but we will give you money to cooperate. So, you know, that was something that he had to, you know, to hold. But didn't he,
that was, you know, that was over it. But I always. But this last time, bro, it was.
Because he also, remember when his friend got killed, he also took the stand in that situation. Remember there was like a situation that happened and then like they were driving off and some guys pulled up and shot up his car and his friend got killed and he took the stand in that case. You know, it wasn't a crime that he was involved in personally, but you know.
I don't know too much about it. I know what he's saying, you know. I was like, you know, I gotta stand on business, Vlad.
Yeah.
I gotta stand on business. I gotta stand on business.
Well, your oldest daughter, Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
Recently came out.
Yeah.
And obviously your stance on homosexuality and all of our interviews and everything else like that became front and center.
Right.
Now, this is your oldest child, period.
Yeah.
She's also a rapper.
Yeah.
It's very dope. I've heard her freestyle. She, you know, I mean. She's hard. And she said, you know, she did an interview. She said, if my dad wasn't Boosie, you know, nobody would care that I like girls. But the fact that my dad is Boosie, it's an issue.
Yeah.
It's a talking point. Not to say it's an issue. It's just a talking point.
Yeah.
So, number one, did you know about this before she made it public or not really?
Nah, I didn't. Like, she used to be with a boy I thought she was dating who used to come to the house, but I don't think that was her boyfriend now. You know, I think that was just like her friend or something. But our family is a real Southern Baptist family. So Ivy got a respect for her family and everything for what she does. You know, so her coming out at this age that's the time you that's when you know what you want.
How old is she?
Finna be 22.
Okay.
That's what you know what you want. You know, and even though it's not, it won't be accepted as far as, because I don't want nobody in my other family to think it's okay. But what she does, we're gonna love her to death. We're gonna love her, you know, we're gonna love her to death. But at the same time, it's our family, it's never been that way. You know, it's never been accepted. It's never, our preacher, grandfather, grandmother, preacher, like, you know, like. But at the same time, she grown. She can do what the hell she want.
Yeah.
She can do what the hell she want. She old enough to know what she want. And and that's her. And she's doing a great job. She's making her own money. That's her own talent. I've never wrote not one line for her.
Mm-hmm.
The girl can go. You know?
So you found out on the internet when everyone else did.
Nah, I was suspicious.
You were suspicious,
Yeah.
but it was confirmed because she brought out her girlfriend and everything, right?
Yeah, I learned through social media.
Okay.
Like you, like I woke up to it.
I mean, as a father, were you a little disappointed that she didn't come to you personally to talk to you about this?
My daughter never really came to me personally or talked about no relationship.
Huh. Okay.
She's never came to me and talked to me about relationships.
Okay.
You know, she's more of a to herself person.
Do you think it's because of your stance on certain things that maybe she felt a little uncomfortable?
Probably yes. Yeah. You know, I'm respected in my family. I'm the narc. Like I'm the what I say goes. You know. And, you know, once it get passed down from me, somebody else go. But, you know, like, what I say goes and what I say matters. That's probably why it took her this long to, you know.
Well, you know, she's also the oldest, so she didn't get to experience, you know, the lap of luxury Boosie the whole time. She had to go through some of the rougher times.
She never had to run.
No? But remember, you used to tell me how, like, you used to take your son to the trap and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that was my son.
Okay, so her...
Rihanna was different than Tupac.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, she was the golden child. Like, she was put up.
Huh.
Tootie was under that, and, you know, like, Ivy was kind of the spoiled one. Tootie was under me the whole time, like, you know, like, Ivy mama wouldn't let her come with me in them streets like that, you know.
Yeah.
She wouldn't go on for that. Like.
But, you know, I mean, you said it. She's 22. Your opinion at this point is just your opinion. You're not running shit. You know what I mean?
I'm not running shit.
She a full-blown adult.
She got her own
4 years
spot,
in.
her own money. She do her own. She is grown. Like, she grown.
Right, and she said she's never had a 9-to-5 job.
Never.
Didn't you give her, like, a bunch of money, like, at some
Always.
point? Well, did you give her, like, a big bag at one point?
Yeah, I gave her $50,000 for 19th birthday.
Okay, 19 years old, you give a teenager $50,000 cash. What'd you do with it?
I don't know.
You don't know. You didn't you didn't ask. It's your money.
I just told her, you know, it's your money.
Okay.
I don't ask what they do with their money. I might get on them about it.
Yeah.
But I don't really ask them what they do.
Okay. You bought her a car at one point?
Every child I have when they get 16, they get any car they want.
Okay. What'd you get?
She got a what did she get?
You bought so many cars you can't even remember.
Damn. She got a photo Porsche Cayenne.
Wow.
Photo Porsche Cayenne.
It's a nice car.
Yeah.
Especially for a first car.
Yeah.
My first car was a Nissan truck. With a shell on the back.
I know what car you talking about.
The mini truck phase? Yeah. Bought that shit with my own money.
Hell yeah. My other daughter got a Audi 8 for her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
My Tootie got a Jaguar truck for his birthday.
Yep.
I got another one finna be 16 in a couple of months. I gotta get her something. Just something I always promised them and I always stick with it.
Wasn't there like a video that went viral? Like some girl got a car from her dad and she wasn't happy because it wasn't the car she wanted or some shit. You know what I'm talking about?
I remember that shit. Some shit happened like that, yeah.
What would you do if you got one of your kids a car and they got mad at you because it wasn't the car that they wanted?
My kid's grateful. Like,
that was just what happened.
My kid's grateful. Like, my daughter who finna get a car this year, she was like, Dad, I want this. I was like, I gotta get you something a little better than that.
What she want?
She wanted a 2023 Acura.
It's not bad. I had an Acura. That was my second car. An Acura Integra.
I was like, I'll get you a little something. But my kids, I got grateful kids, bro. Like,
nice.
Even like the places we'll go, like they still be grateful. You know, they grateful, bro. They grateful because I think a lot of, especially my oldest ones, well, almost all of them, because they grateful for the time that they didn't have me. So any time with me, they grateful. You know, like I went through 5 years without my kids.
Yeah.
That ruins everything with a child and a dad. It's so much rebuilding.
Were your kids visiting you in prison?
Yeah, but you can't be that father figure. You
Right.
can't watch them.
Of course.
You can't tell them which way to go. When you're in prison, it's different. That's why I don't respect snitches, you know, because, and people always say, why he speak on snitches? Because, you know, I almost took my last meal on death row because of fucking snitch.
What do you mean?
Because someone mentioned my name. And if I would have got convicted, it was because of fucking snitch.
Can you say who it was?
Pokey him all the way.
Okay.
The dudes who, you know, got me indicted.
Okay. So they wrote a statement against you.
Yeah.
Took the stand?
No, they didn't take the stand.
Okay.
But they wrote a statement against me and a confession against me. A video confession.
Okay. And luckily you beat it.
Yeah. But that's why, you know, like I feel certain type of ways about that, bro, because, you know, people, you gotta understand, people who support rats don't give a fuck about kids. If you're listening to a rat song, you don't give a fuck about your child. Because the kids suffer from the rat. The rat takes the parent off the street and the kid suffers. The rats are killing the kids' generation. They're growing up without fathers. If you're caught, you're fucking caught. The rat, if you give a fuck about a rat, you give a fuck about a child. That child father or his mother who you're taking off the streets because you're caught is going to punish that child. That child is going to suffer.
Okay, so if someone's father was a rat, would you not allow that kid in your home?
Would I not allow him in my home?
Yeah, if let's just say your son, let's just say Tootie became best friends.
Nah,
You see what I'm saying?
I
With a
wouldn't
kid
judge him
whose
like that.
father ratted, but the kid didn't do nothing.
No, I would still let him in my home.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would still let him in my home.
So it's not like they're forever barred from anything. They just have to deal with what their dad did. But at the end of the day, if your dad ratted, it's not your fault. You didn't tell him to do that shit.
Right.
So, yeah. Well, let's talk about the next logical topic here, which is the YSL RICO case.
Yeah.
You have been very, very vocal about how you feel about this. Everyone got locked up. 28 people that were part of the whole YSL crew in one way or another got locked up. There were like 56 charges, including there's a murder charge, there's RICO, there's all types of shit. And since our last interview, the first person to cop a plea deal was Gunna. Now, before I let you say your piece, I spoke to Gunna's lawyer. And, you know, because I also made some comments about Gunna on Twitter, and he reached out to me personally, and he had a conversation with me, and he said, look, I understand your point of view, but as his lawyer, I'm going to explain to you that the deal that he took does not hurt anybody. It can't be used against other people in their trial. And if he's ever called to the stand, he could plead the fifth, because in this particular case, since it's a state case, it could always go up to a federal case. So therefore, anything he said could end up being used in the federal case, so it'd be self-incrimination, so he could plead the fifth for everything. That is his lawyer's point of view.
His lawyer was supposed to call you and say that. He got paid to call you and say, so you can say this.
He
don't
earned
have
his
to
money.
catch the stand. He already did.
He earned his money.
He did. He already did. He's never have to go up there again. He's right. He already did. Yes, ma'am. He already did. That's what they do. It's a cat and mouse game to the jury. They wanted him to cop out first. They would want Gunna to say something for anybody. Because when you look at the case, and it's like a team. If you look at Thugger, it's Michael Jordan. Who the fuck is Scottie Pippen when you talk about the team? Gunna.
Well, Young Thug is Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and who the fuck is Scottie Pippen?
Gunna. Right.
So if Scottie Pippen say it's a game, what the fuck Michael Jordan say it's not? What the fuck? Why you think they gonna get Scottie Pippen first? They ain't gonna get B.J. Armstrong or Will Purdue. They won't get somebody believable who scored the most points with you, who on the album covers with you. That's what they'll post on the thing, the album covers. All them niggas ain't on them album covers. It's you and him.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying it's a game. You're saying that wasn't for you in that car. Who it was for? If Jeffrey was in the car, the fucking stern wheel? The glove compartment? This is a game. They wanted him to sink this ship. You gotta understand this. That's the games they play. They ain't have shit on them people like that. If it's 65 charges and you end up with 8, if they wouldn't have said nothing, how many he would have had? Wake up and smell a coffin, man. Niggas rats.
Well,
certified.
I mean, Gunna did. See, I didn't think Gunna probably knew that it was going to be videotaped the way it did. But, when the video came out, when he admitted that YSL is a criminal gang.
Yeah, he's a certified rat. He's seen
people do criminal activities and
Thugger knew that. Well, I just saw a video Thugger say, I know when a nigga rat around me. I can feel it. And they already said Gunna was a rat when he ratted on about his cousin shit. So Thugger was like me. He thinking, man, I know this nigga ain't like that. But this nigga can rap. I'm finna get this fucking money. Sometimes we fuck it up like that, taking off our street shit, trying to chase that bag. And that's what he do. He knew that nigga wasn't built like that. He knew that nigga wasn't built like no nigga off Cleveland Avenue. He knew that. All them niggas knew that. Nigga was chasing that bag, man. That's all we do. We hustler. We chase that bag, and sometimes it come back and bite us in our head.
Well, you made a tweet about it. After Gunna took the plea deal, you said, rat, with some rat emojis and a cheese emoji. He said, this would have put tears in my eyes. My brother, my artist, like, what the fuck I'm fighting for in my life? That I'm not running a gang, criminal enterprise, and you do this to big
I
dog.
cried, Vlad.
You actually cried.
Vlad, when my paperwork came, Vlad, I cried, Vlad. When I was in Young Thug position, when I saw this, I cried, Vlad. I cried tears, real tears, Vlad, reading this shit. Had to put the paper down and come back out the chalk and read again. I cried, Vlad. When people you love do this to you, when people you don't know the hurt, this shit bring you hurt that'll never leave. I heard it, bro. I heard it, bro. Like, this a different hurt, bro. When this man can easily try to come home and just say, fuck my children, fuck my life, fuck my career, the career I gave to y'all motherfuckers. It's not right at all. Half of them niggas who told on Young Thugger, all of them got their fame off Young Thugger.
Facts.
Most of them met their baby mama's cousin. You wouldn't even have a child, nigga, if you was on somewhere else. You be loyal to that man, nigga. We going to the dump. All us, we going to the dump, nigga. And the fucking radio's the problem with it. You still playing the rats. So you letting them double dip. You letting them be snitches and gangster rap. We need to get on these fucking radio who playing all this fucking rat music.
Well,
I'm sick of them.
In terms of the Gunna thing, you tweeted he had one charge. He wasn't going to get no hard time.
He had one charge. The federal go by guidelines and he wasn't going to get shit.
It's a state case.
State mean he wasn't going to get shit.
Right. He said, these lawyers don't give a damn about your legacy. They know what they're doing to your name. But that's getting you out of jail. So the name blows up. But then you got to pay them more when you're free. And they made you cooperate. It's a cold game.
It's a cold game. They win both ways.
Yeah.
The lawyers win both ways. They got you out. Everybody getting the fame off getting them out.
Right.
Everybody, man, you got him out
Their
there.
fees to go up.
Your fees go up.
Yep.
And you paid them to get out of jail. They had to pay you a hefty amount to pull this off. And they're labeled a rat now. And he don't give a fuck. He's on to the next case. He don't give a fuck what they call you. He don't give a fuck. Hey, it's a lose-lose situation when you go to cooperating, bro.
Well, I mean, I looked into this case pretty carefully, you know, and I had interviews with George Sheedy, who was part of, you know, who had known about this early and so forth. And what was consistent in all my conversations about this was that Gunna was not facing any serious charges.
Right.
He was just there. He was in the car when they found some shit, but none of it's tied to him. He was definitely not a gang leader. He was definitely not a drug dealer.
Right.
He wasn't a murderer. He wasn't calling hits.
Gunna hurt my heart.
I mean, Gunna, you know, and I remember even talking to the lawyer. He goes, well, we could have either done this and gotten him out now or whatever. 6 months later, it would have gone to trial and he would have beat it and would have came home and we just felt this was the best situation. I mean, I honestly think if he had gone to trial, he probably would have beaten it. Maybe he would have gotten a year, maybe.
He wouldn't have got over 5 years, and that's probation.
Yeah.
You know, like my bro, I was trying to have hope for that nigga. My boy been said it. My boy said that nigga on rat. He trying to get that new Louis Vuitton Virgil that's coming out for Christmas. And they say he trying to get back to that new Louis Vuitton jacket set. That nigga be clean. Nigga say Gunna trying to get back to the Mario boots.
The Mario boots. Well, after him, I think it was like a total of 8 YSL members took plea deals.
Right.
And what's really interesting is that I've never heard of plea deals like this. 15 years probation. What the fuck?
You're a recycling pin. You're a rat recycling pin. You know what that is?
No.
You're a certified rat, right?
Right.
Now you're recycled in the system for the rest of your life because you can't stay off drugs. Because everybody's calling you a rat. You're just discombobulated. You can't stay off drugs. So you're a rat recycling pin. You get recycled in a pen every 3 years. You're going to get dirty urine. You're going to get some kind of charge that keep you violating. You're a rat recycling pin.
They'll put you back on the stand.
You're a rat recycling. No, you're on 15 years probation, Vlad. You're going to go in. They're going to let you out after 2 years. Back on probation. Back on probation. Back on probation till it's 30 years. Till you 60 years old still going down there to the fucking place with no fucking teeth in your mouth, you fucking rat.
Have you heard of 15 years probation?
Yes.
I've never heard of this.
Yes, I've heard of it.
Okay. I'm like, motherfuckers giving out triple life probation.
Yeah, they still put you in jail. Like, they know you're a drug addict. They know you're going to violate. It's hard to do right for 2 years probation. 15?
Yeah.
You a fucking crash dummy. Them people ain't have shit on y'all like that.
Well, you made a comment about it after all the other YSL dudes were taking plea deals. You said straight bitch, N-words like that, go die in a car wreck or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I was pissed off. I didn't calm down on that shit now. It's fuck. I just been in that position, bro. I've been in that position and I know how I feel and I know what they're doing. I know what is labeled. And that's it, bro.
Well, bandman Quavo, he did an Instagram post. I guess he paid Gunna $250,000 for a verse before he got arrested, and now he wants his money back because of the whole.
Nigga ain't getting that money back.
Nah,
It looked like they shot the video though, huh?
I don't know.
Yeah, they were shooting a video.
Okay,
I saw that yesterday. I don't know why. What did he say? He don't want to drop it now because he a rat?
I don't know, man. He wants his $250,000 back, and yeah, I don't think he's gonna get it back.
I don't think he's gonna get that back. If they shot the video too, shit.
Yeah, I'm not sure. What'd you think about the whole perk pill thing that happened in court? Remember when one of the YSL dudes tried to slip Young Thug a perk in court, in open court?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
But would you say that Young Thug cooperated when he handed over the pill?
I don't want to comment on that. That's an open case.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair enough. Well, you kind of took it a few steps further. You said, I got somebody that wants to supply the cheese.
Yeah.
The Rat Tour.
Yeah.
Book the tour. I guess if you wear all yellow, you get like a discount.
Yep.
We need to know all the rappers' favorite cheese. He
Yeah.
also has rap merch ready. He'll give you all 80% of the sales. Says money in this rat tour. All rappers, rats, get up your cheese, get in line.
I had an investor call me, dog. White guy, man. Say,
Wait,
Boosie, man, this rat tour might work, man.
Okay, hold on. You're not serious right now, are you?
No, I'm serious.
An actual investor wanted to do a tour.
When I commented out the scooter, a guy called me to say, Boosie, I think this rat tour probably can work, man. I was like, how is it gonna work? He got to talking some shit. And he told me a motherfucking number. If I get it to work, so shit. I'm trying to get some shit.
Who would be on the rat tour?
All the rats.
Tekashi?
Man, you come on, bro. I ain't gotta say it. Everybody know who the, bro. Paperwork don't lie, bro.
Paperwork don't lie.
Paperwork don't lie. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Now, for example, you've seen Tekashi get in court and telling everyone, come out. He doesn't have the same career, but he does have a career, especially overseas. He does shows overseas and he's getting money. He's showing off all his cars and everything else like that. Do you think, because if you think about when Gunna got locked up, he was at the top of his career. He had big hit records. Pushin' P was one of the biggest records last year.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you think in today's climate, where hip hop is, do you think that Gunna could ever get back to that same height at some point?
Man. I mean, not in 2005. I mean,
2005, what do you mean?
I mean, it was a different type of beast. 2005, the gangster rappers,
Right, but I'm saying let's just say in 2024, if he just drops a fire album with a bunch of big songs, do you think that he could get back to where he is? Or do you think that his image was so tied to YSL and Young Thug?
I don't think he could probably get back to where he was. Because if you love Thugger, you can't love Gunna. You live in a fucking fantasy world. If you love Thugger, if you got love for Thugger, and you got love, and you love Gunna, you a fuck nigga or a fuck bitch.
I mean, it's going to be hard for him to rap about the shit he was rapping about before.
Bro, come on, bro. Come on, bro. How can he go up there? Bro, everybody they should remix his shit. Yes, ma'am. I've been waiting on the song. Yes, ma'am. Yes, man, these niggas answering with respect. They ratting with respect. They ratting with respect, bro. We don't even tell our elders yes, ma'am, no more like that no more, bro. You don't hear people saying yes, ma'am, like they usually do. But you tell a fucking prosecutor, yes, ma'am, that made it even worse.
Oh, when he was in court.
You put mayonnaise on the fucking sandwich. Why the fuck you say yes, ma'am? You already certified. You just say, yeah. Yes, ma'am. Lord Jesus Christ.
You could tell, though. I remember when I first heard that, saw that video when they said, is YSL a criminal organization? You could tell there was that pause. Like, I don't think he was ready for that question. There was that pause, and he was like, yes, ma'am. Hey, man, look.
But you gotta understand, some people you gotta understand, some people, they just talking that life. They don't really want to stand on that life. They don't want to be the real nigga to stand on that life. And that's just the way it is, bro. A lot of these people, bro, they just ain't right. They just rappers, bro, and I don't be liking that shit. Niggas rap about something else. Don't rap about the shit I stayed solid for. All these motherfuckers rapping my life that I stayed solid for. Don't rap that shit you got people that lost their lives, nigga. Nigga, my cousin up the road for snitches. My uncle did time for snitches. I was facing death row because fucking snitches. Nigga, don't rap about what we rap about, nigga, and go the other way. Rap about some shit on your hit records about being a rat. About looking through a window or some shit. Make it catchy. But don't rap this fucking gangster shit that nigga I stayed silent for, that niggas got life and doing 100 years in Angola for right now, nigga. Don't rap about something else, nigga. Before you get up there talking about something, you sliding. Nigga, get the fuck, nigga. Go rap about something else. Nigga double dipping. Like I say, they double dipping.
Super Bowl just happened.
Yeah.
First time in history with 2 black quarterbacks.
Right.
What do you think of the game, first of all?
I was up cheering the whole time. Like, I felt like them teams was supposed to be in the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
I felt like, it was one of those Super Bowls where they picked the right 2 motherfuckers. For real. Like, I want a little money too. I ain't bet big, but I want a little money.
A few dollars.
Yeah, a couple thousand,
Okay.
20,000.
Man, I honestly thought the game was over when Mahomes got injured. Remember when he limped off the field?
Yeah.
With the ankle?
Yeah.
I said, it's over. It's done.
I thought it was over. I was like,
done.
I lost.
Yeah.
I was like, I lost my money.
Right. I was like, if they lost Mahomes, that's it. The game is over.
Yeah.
And he came back and he was running plays. Like, did you see that shit?
I don't bet against him. I don't bet. He done won me so much damn money. Like, man, I've been around a minute, Vlad. And I haven't seen a quarterback all the way around. I'm talking about everything better than that guy.
You put Mahomes over Brady. Because Brady,
talent, yeah, but
Brady's no fucking joke.
Yeah, I know Brady's no motherfucking joke, but he can throw accurate as Brady.
True.
He can get out the jam way better than Brady.
You could say
He's
that.
faster than Brady.
I
mean,
Is he more accurate than Brady though?
Mahomes he can throw a ball this way accurate.
That way.
Have you ever saw Tom Brady do this?
No, I have not.
Huh? Have you ever saw him pitch a ball this way? Have you ever? I don't see people scoring 14 seconds like the shit that he does. I've never seen it. Joe Montana ain't do it. He can beat you in the pocket. That's a bad motherfucker. His daddy said the right fucking thing.
Yeah.
I've never.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, I was like, this dude is just good, bro. He's a warrior. I was so pissed off at that other fucking quarterback. What's his name? For the
Eagles quarterback?
No, it was the other one, the game before, the 49ers.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me look him up.
If Travis Mahomes would have hit his fucking leg like that or his shoulder, ain't no way he coming out that game. He different, bro.
Yeah.
He is a soldier, bro. You want a quarterback like that?
No, man, Mahomes is an absolute beast. And I mean, there was even like rumors they had to drug test him afterwards because I don't know if they shot him up with something after that ankle because he was limping, like for real limping. Like I thought, okay, that's it. I mean, I've sprained my ankle before.
I felt a little better when I saw him going into the locker room. It slowed up a little bit.
Right.
He might have a little Denzel Washington in him too.
Well, after the game, after they won, his dad was like, he said, we're smoking Philly blunts all week.
I love his dad. His dad, he got a daddy like my dad. My daddy would be talking some shit right now.
Oh, yeah. No, it was a hell of a game, man. It was one of those like epic Super Bowls where you just really, for a while, you didn't know which way it was going to go because you thought the Eagles was just running them. And then look. Yeah,
you can't bet against them.
You can't bet against them. Well, then there's the halftime show.
Right.
I believe they said that more people watched the Rihanna halftime show than the actual football game.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's what they said. And we got a little surprise at the halftime show.
Yeah.
Rihanna's pregnant.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Everybody in my DM. I'm like, bro, leave me the fuck alone. People sending me baby pictures. Your chance is over. Get the fuck. Leave me. I should have did, bro. People ain't gonna never leave me alone with this Rihanna shit.
Well, A$AP Rocky definitely earned his name with this one. He had a baby right after the first one, man. He didn't even let her even really heal.
But I've been saying that since the first interview. I'm like, why nobody ain't nutting her? Like, bro, like.
Yeah. What did you think of the actual show, though? A lot of people had, some criticisms about the show, but then you find out she was pregnant, so you kind of understand it. But, there's also the argument that if she knew she was pregnant, she really could have backed away from the show and just done it next year. You know what I'm saying? Because being pregnant, you're not going to be able to put on a full show because there's the risk of a miscarriage. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, what did you think of the actual show?
No slander against Riri. That's what I think.
No slander.
She was up there pregnant.
Yeah.
She couldn't twerk that ass right.
Right.
She couldn't twerk that ass right.
She couldn't. She had a whole
Her stomach full.
She had a whole baby in it.
Man, and it's poking.
It's poking out.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Don't try to take her flowers.
Okay.
Don't try to take her flowers. She looked nice.
She looked nice.
She looked nice. She looked nice.
Yep. She did her songs.
She did her song.
A little bit of lip syncing along the way.
I think they wanted her to, do what she couldn't do. But she looked nice doing what she did. And I'm happy for her.
Yeah, I mean, the presentation was cool with like the platforms coming down and everything else, the dancers and everything else like that. I thought it was a cool show. Definitely, she has a lot of big songs. You forget how many big songs she has. And hey, man, listen, she made history and she got baby number 2 coming. By the time this comes out, baby number 3 might be on the way. Who knows?
I wouldn't stop humping. Shout out to A$AP Rocky, boy. Keep humping, boy.
Keep humping.
Keep humping, boy.
Well, Keke Palmer was actually dancing to your song, Pregnant.
Yeah, I saw that. I posted it. I was having a crazy morning. She made my morning, bro. Keke Palmer made my morning.
Oh, yeah. What song was it?
One of my old songs.
Yeah.
She made my morning, though.
That's what it is. Well, we just had the Grammys. And then there was the 50th year anniversary show that happened with a bunch of different rappers. You were not on that list.
Right.
Did they reach out to you at all or no?
Nah.
Is it because maybe you're a little younger than some of the dudes that were performing? Because most of the dudes there were like in their late 40s, 50s.
Nah, it's just my message and my music. They gonna refuse to look at that like greatness. I don't feel like nobody on that list really better than me, bro. Like not making real music. Ain't nobody got a catalog like me as far as making real music or nothing like that. It's just that's what the people who judging that's how they feel. If you ask the hood, that list would be different.
Scarface has a hell of a catalog.
Yeah.
Scarface has a hell of a catalog, both solo and with the Ghetto Boys.
Right, but Boosie a different artist.
Yeah.
Boosie done said way more shit than Scarface done said not in music. I won't get on that risk for a lot of reasons. Mm-hmm. I'm a different animal. Scarface, that's great music.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Scarface was able to come up at a time when it wasn't this social media, it wasn't all this. And if Scarface and Willie D was speaking on that shit back then, or we was getting judged how we were back then, they'll probably be in my shoes too. Yeah,
I mean, Ghetto Boys were the first major label Southern hip hop rappers. Pretty much. I mean, I'm sure there were others that were underground, but I'm talking about the ones that actually came out on a major label to the point where you could, kids like me could go to the, Tower Records and buy their shit.
Right.
Not locally, like actually in a different part of the country. Like that shit was, that to me changed the way I looked at Southern music. My man Willie D actually was upset that Scarface didn't mention that he was performing at this whole Grammys thing. Like the two of them actually went back and forth.
Oh, okay.
On their podcast because Face, I think, performed Mine Is Playing Tricks on Me, and Willie's on that song as well.
Okay.
So, but man, listen, I think it was dope. Hip hop is 50 years old. And I remember a time when I was in high school where, some of the white kids would tell me that hip hop ain't going to be around in 3 years. Those were real conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about the 80s. Like, the fact that it's the biggest form of music these days, that's not guaranteed. Because look at, like, for example, you go to DC, you got Go-Go. Go-Go's huge in DC. Outside of DC, people really aren't up on it. It's a local thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, even in New Orleans, like
bounce music.
I mean, I guess Cash Money kind of took it.
Yeah.
But, if Cash Money didn't come in and take that sound and give it huge hits, it would have just been a New Orleans thing.
Yeah.
Right? Hip hop could have just been a New York thing.
Yeah.
Look what happened. Well, there was some drama in the Grammys. So Quavo was supposed to do a tribute to Takeoff, and things went left backstage. You heard about this?
Yeah.
Offset was upset that he wasn't part of the actual thing, and I guess the two of them got into like a fist fight or something, or a shoving match or something. You could hear Cardi B screaming at everyone, saying y'all both wrong and things like that. You know both these guys.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think about that situation?
Just family shit, bro. Family, it get to that. It get to that, bro. Family. That's how that shit get. It get to that sometimes, You just gotta think about what all y'all been through, and it don't be worth it. That's what you gotta basically. People be holding grudges, and when death come, that make grudges stay longer. So it's a situation. I just hope they can reconcile somewhere, and make it work, man. I mean, it ain't gonna never be the same, of course, because they was the Migos, but I still think Take and Offset got a solo career. Hey, bro, that's they sound.
Quavo and Offset.
Quavo and Offset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Takeoff.
I think they got a solo career,
And they could possibly come back and be a group again. I mean, it could be the two of them. They could even get a third member in. I mean, you never know.
Go solo.
You don't think?
Go solo.
Just go solo.
Yeah, just go solo.
Migos is a rap, you think?
It's a rap, man. Go solo, man. Show y'all talent. Show y'all, get your glory, get all your glory that, a lot of people, when you got groups, you don't get to show your talent. You're in a group, you don't really get to show your talent that much as somebody who is not in a group. I never wanted to be in a group. I ain't like that group shit. I always was a solo artist.
But you and Webby were kind of grouped together.
Yeah, but I don't like the group shit as far as splitting money. Even though me and Webby was a group, Webby got paid this way and I got paid this way. These was two different managers. I'm saying with a motherfucking group when everybody, it's just
Man, listen, I feel you. I don't do partnerships. I was talking about this on Twitter the other day. Like, my last partner I had was like maybe 20 years ago, and me and him haven't spoken since. You know what I'm saying? We had a mixtape business together. It did not go well. And I just realized after that like, I just don't do partnerships. I don't do groups. I do better when I'm the CEO and I own everything and I pay everyone what they're worth. And I don't have to have someone that's like as an equal say. I ultimately like making the last decision. Maybe it's the only child in me. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, I just don't do the group thing well. And I never have, and I've never had a lot of success with it. And I've had all my success solo. And I think once you realize that, you could get farther. But some people, they do better in groups.
Yeah, some people do. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you see, for example, rest in peace, Trugoy from De La Soul. Like, I can't imagine De La Soul going solo. They were a dope-ass group. But, I mean, listen, Boosie's done very well solo.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to change.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Takeoff, Jay Prince did an interview on $1 Million Worth of Game. And that set off a whole bunch of bullshit.
Right.
What do you think of that interview?
I only watched the clips. I ain't gonna lie, I only watched the clips that was showed on social media. I didn't watch the whole interview. I didn't watch the whole interview because I don't really like to see OG talking like that.
I'm surprised he did it at all, honestly.
Me too. So. He used to call me and get on my ass about. I mean, one time I said something. He called me, got on my ass about saying something, you know.
Was it a Vlad TV interview?
It might have been Vlad. I forgot what it was, man.
Jay Prince never been on Vlad TV. Maybe that's
no,
why.
it was some. It was me cursing my baby mama out or threatening her on the phone and shit that went viral on the phone, and you know, and he called me and got on my ass about that. So I don't really like that, you know. And I fuck with both parties, you know. So I don't be really having nothing to say on that, you know. I'm just glad, you know, that shit ain't, God let it skip me from things happen to me like that.
Well, yeah. I mean, the one thing that kind of surprises me, because I know people that are close to Jay Prince, and they all say that this is like one of the smartest dudes they know. Like, Jay Prince thinks of his shit 3-4 steps ahead. He plays chess. You know what I'm saying? Which is why after all these years, he's been as successful as he's been. You've never really seen a lot of drama associated. You've never really seen any ups and downs with Jay Prince. It's pretty much just been a steady upward, ascent. And I guess for whatever reason, he felt he wanted to speak on this, but this is still an open murder case, right? Which to me, knowing Jay Prince's history, is like, oh, I'm surprised he even was going to say anything about this. He brought up that Migos bands was cooperating with the police. I think he even brought out the paperwork. That was like the security dude with the short dreads. You know what I'm talking about?
I gotta go watch this interview. He brought out the paperwork?
Brought out the paperwork. But that was security. And honestly, I'm like, why would that surprise anybody? Like, why would you be surprised that the person that was hired to protect the people there after a shooting and a murder occurs, why would you be surprised if that person cooperates? I mean, are you surprised?
I just don't really speak on gangster shit. You know, when shit get gangster, you know, between two parties.
Yeah.
I don't speak on gangster shit because, you know, I ain't riding for now party, you know. I ain't going to do QC nothing. I ain't going to do what you call them that.
Nah, I feel
I don't
you,
really
man.
be having nothing to say basically on that situation. It's just I feel like it's a lose-lose for both situations.
Right, because it set off a whole bunch of back and forth. I guess he claimed that he helped protect Cardi B when she has these gang issues, and she came back.
I just saw that, and she just said...
She said that's not true.
Yeah.
And now Offset was really upset over that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know. I just feel like Jay Prince, from everything I know about him, because I don't know him personally, like you would think that he would have just not done the interview at all. Just would have sat this one out. He's not, he's not personally involved in none of this shit. And now you got a whole bunch of people mad and going back and forth, and other people coming in. And he said something interesting on Instagram. He goes, the thing, you got someone that don't like you and they start banding together with other people that don't like you, but they don't even like each other. And that shows how much power you got. When people that don't like each other start to group against you just because they don't like you. And this just happened to me, so I can relate.
That happened to me.
It's a funny thing. Like, I've had people who hated each other, but both got mad at me at the same time and then started doing, like, interviews and start fucking with each other. But they hated each other.
Yeah, that happen all the time, like, especially in cities. And niggas gang together because one person getting too strong, trying to pull them down. And them niggas end up beefing with each other.
Exactly.
Mm.
Lame shit.
Yeah.
Just lame shit. Well, Quality Control just got sold.
Yeah, piece of them niggas, I guess they say fuck that shit.
$300 million.
Success, bro.
Can't
blame them, bro. Like, that's what everybody doing now, bro. Like, nigga, you get to tripping. Okay, you want trip? All y'all want trip. You want sink this fucking ship? Okay, nigga. Okay, boom.
Yeah?
I'm not your problem anymore.
Yeah, I mean, look, it got sold to a company called Hybe, which is a South Korean company.
Yeah.
They also manage like BTS and stuff like that. Scooter Braun, I guess, is running the
Big
American.
Scooter.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Didn't he just sell, they just sold the Justin Bieber catalog for like Was it 200 million?
Damn. Scooter got that motherfucker. I'm trying to sell some of my catalog. Who won't buy that motherfucker? I got a Distro Kid catalog right now. Scooter you could get.
200 million. 200 million for the Justin Bieber catalog.
You come get my shit.
No one's ever offered you to buy out your catalog?
Well, I don't own my other catalog, my old catalog.
You don't own that.
I don't own my
You have
old
the new catalog.
But in my new catalog, I would slang that motherfucker right now like church's chicken. And have a new one on. I have a new one in 6 months.
I know a guy that buys catalogs.
Well, come tell him holler at me.
I know a guy.
Tell him go look at my distro.
All right. I'm going to reach out to it.
Yeah.
I mean, 300 million, man. I mean, you got to think that Coach K and P, if
Man,
they
P a
own...
street nigga, man. Coach K them, bro, like, that's a blessing, bro. You know, I would have did the same thing, bro. I see this shit going like this, bro. If I see this shit going like this, and it just, you know, you gotta know when to fold, bro. Like, you know, like, he hold on to that shit and all that shit just get the everybody, you know, because, man, that shit be hurting your heart as CEOs, bro. Artists don't be want CEOs to have shit, bro. I'm telling you how it is, bro. Artists don't want CEOs to make no fucking money, bro.
Well, I think it just comes down to just plain business, right? Because, okay, let's just say you got a company that makes, let's say your catalog on average makes 10 million a year, right? Somebody offers you 500 million. Are you even going to be alive in 50 years? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can wait the 50 years and get it, or you can take this, this 500 million up front.
That's what people doing. You ain't gonna live no 100 years.
That's what I'm saying.
You gonna get it later and for them to let them fuck over?
Yeah.
Let them sell it?
Yeah. And things kind of, I mean, listen, if you stop putting out hit records, that catalog will be worth less and less money every year, as people die off and your fans start to pass away and new music comes out. And I mean, listen, you could have a timeless catalog. I think Bruce Springsteen sold his shit for like 500 million or some shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure his stuff shows up in movies and commercials, but it starts to go down year by year. And if someone, listen, I've told people, 100 million, they could have Vlad TV. You can have it. 100 million. 10 million, nah. 100 million, though, that's like, I'll make that over time, but the amount of time I have to wait for it, and then, after all the costs and expenses and paying the salary and staff.
It's a new thing,
and
bro. I was just talking to a couple other CEOs, and they like, bro, once a motherfucker tripping, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta understand, a lot of people couldn't, once you was in the loop and they cut you all the way out.
Yeah.
They cut all your people out, they cut you all the way out, so you're not letting me make nothing.
Yeah.
You want me to, okay, so how hard this be? I'll see. Okay, fuck it, sell his catalog.
Yeah. And now they got what? I mean, let's just say they walk away with 150 million each.
Yeah.
Let's just say they walk away with 100 million each, and the other 100 goes to whoever else invested, artists, whoever else. Shit, 100 million each, 50 million after taxes.
Yeah, and I still got a name to bring in other artists,
and I'm still, they still have years to work if they want to.
Yeah,
they gonna be good, man. Bravo, because I remember.
And now all those lawsuits, you gotta add something.
Well, I mean, I remember Coach K.
Man, that shit crazy, bro. You put it on everybody else.
Listen, 2013, I was in Atlanta for like the BT Hip Hop Awards or some shit, and me and Coach K like linked up, and he was like, "Yo, I got this new label." He introduced me to P. P had the white BMW M6 on some big ass rims. He's like, "I got this new group called the Migos." They were all like putting CDs together, them and their homies. I did their first interview ever, with the red couches. And, Gucci was fucking with them a little bit then. I didn't see the vision and all this shit. I said, okay, another Atlanta group. There was a lot of them at the time.
Yeah.
Everyone's bubbling in their own little way. Next thing you know, a couple of days later, Drake jumps on Versace. And they never took their foot off the gas. They just kept going. And shout out, man. Listen, I haven't done anything with QC in a while, but I respect what they did. And, $300 million. Good for them.
Great for them.
Great for them. Well, XXXTentacion got killed, and his murder trial is happening right now. And boy, they got a star witness. He is pointing. Did you see the picture where he said, "Could you point to the murderer?" He had the little. He said, "Boom!" I'm gonna show the picture real quick of what it looks like. He said, "That guy." That guy right there.
Yep.
I mean, I guess he got $5,000 for being the getaway driver or some shit.
Yeah.
That was such a fucked up situation when you see the way that things unfold. You got this young kid who's hot to death. Gets a bunch of cash, throws it in his Louis bag, goes motorcycle shopping. Then he gets robbed and killed. And then the dudes who killed him actually were posting pictures of themselves with the money. These are just not good criminals, man. These dudes are just really fucking stupid. When you saw that unfold, what'd you think?
Stupidity. That's the first thing I was thinking. They doing this shit 30 years later. Remember the Michael Jordan daddy murder? They did the same shit. So, bro, it's just like, if somebody like that, why? With that, you not cautious enough not to post anything? Somebody like that with that, extension,
Yeah, well, oddly enough, Drake is being dragged into this trial.
Yeah.
You heard about this? One of the guys...
We were talking about this morning.
One of the guys is claiming that Drake hired them to kill him over his rap beef.
Bro, come on.
Well, you know what's interesting, though? We actually did an interview with someone who claims that Drake admitted his role in this whole thing. Have you seen this interview?
Nah, I ain't see it.
I'll play it for you real quick. This was actually done a few years before. And I'm thinking that the defense lawyer probably used this interview to base this whole Drake story on. Let me go ahead and play it for you. Being that you're, so connected, do you think that...
What that is?
See, I have a lot
What
of
the
different
fuck that
ties
is?
to things.
Oh,
man.
Lord
like I
Jesus
told you,
Christ.
I went to school for telecommunications.
Oh,
but you got to understand, telling is
Vlad,
the first
don't
thing I
believe
went
it.
to school for,
Vlad,
telling.
just
So
watch.
I'll tell you a
Just
story.
watch.
So one day I was chilling with my friend Aubrey.
Vlad, I don't want to say
just
that.
Just watch
And,
it.
we were in
Please.
my Canadian match. We were chilling with my friend Aubrey. He was like, yo, there's this one kid that's bothering me, and I think I'm going to kill him. And I'm like, yo, what are you talking about, guy? We don't kill people at this level. And it's like, yeah, there's one kid. His name is like X or something like that. But I didn't know anything about it. I didn't really listen to these rappers. So come to find out, the kid died. The kid died. Later on, the kid died. And then my friend Arby is like, he's doing this like freestyle
Vlad,
thing.
it's
He's like
enough.
talking about how he did
It's
the murder
Vlad,
and everything
it's
like
enough.
that. And I'm like,
No.
oh my God, did you kill that kid? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, wow. And he was like, this is what we do in the six. And I was like, oh, you're a six god. And he was like, yes. And then it was over.
Nah, I don't believe that. I think reality, Vlad. Like I always tell you. The questions are complicated, but the answers are simple.
This is actually...
If Drake would have put a hit on Extension, all three of them dudes, everybody on that case would be let free with no charges if they tell on Drake.
This is actually the rapper Daylight playing a character called Bradley. Got the white face and the blonde wig. And he would do these crazy ass interviews with me in character.
Nah.
Just so happened that he talked about this.
We was talking about earlier, because my partner was like, man, they trying to make Drake come sit on the stand for Extension. And I was like, shit, Drake probably sitting at home, got the call, talking mad shit with a bad bitch in the bed.
What the fuck?
No, this nigga calm. Yo, bae, they trying to get me on the body. Got me under investigated for a homicide. Talking cash shit to the bitch. Man, we was dying laughing, bro. But hell nah, man. That's bad, low, man.
I mean, yeah, look, he sent his lawyer to basically tell the judge that this whole thing's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's...
I mean, you know, and even the witnesses were like, this has nothing to do with Drake, even the guy with the finger. You know, the finger guy didn't point Drake out. But yeah, I mean...
You know, he would have pointed Drake out with
shit.
2 hands. And sung the song.
But you know what I was thinking though when this was happening? I was like, yo, if they manage to get Drake on the stand, this is gonna open up the window for fucking every criminal trial to just point the finger at a random celebrity and get them involved in the case. Like, put them on the stand, like, well, fucking Jay-Z. Jay-Z hired me to kill this, to do the mall shooting. Rihanna hired me. Like, Shakira. Trump. Like, next thing you know, you got these fucking celebrities sitting on the stand. I don't know these people. No, I don't know who that is. I have no idea. Why am I here? But, you know, it is what it is. Those guys will be found guilty, I'm sure, and end up doing life in prison. Over an amount of money, I mean, what did they get, 50,000?
Yeah.
So what, there was like 3 or 4 of them. Each one walked away with like 20K. The fuck does that buy you?
Life sentence.
A life sentence. Exactly. Well, Meek Mill got pardoned in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
You're like, Louisiana, can I get a pardon?
Yeah.
Think you gonna get one?
Hell nah. I tried to get a response, shit.
Nothing, huh?
Nah, hell nah.
You never know. You never know. Maybe in the future sometime.
I hope so, man. I mean, I don't see, I don't think so because I've been a giving person forever.
You never know, man. Maybe if you get into politics in the future.
Hopefully, man. I didn't get
if you run for something.
Man, I didn't get back to that city more than anybody, bro. Since a juvenile.
Yeah.
And did more for people in that city than I be seeing these people get their own streets and all this stuff, you know. That's something I want to achieve one day, but just might not be in Louisiana.
But you never know. You never know. You know, I mean, recently, NBA YoungBoy and Fredo Bang, they came together in Baton Rouge and did like a toy drive.
Yeah.
I thought that was dope. You know, I know you can't really comment on things like that, but I just want to put it out there that I thought that was a positive step for Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Because I know there's other things going on. Thought it was a positive thing, and I just had Fredo on as well. So, you know, I mean, we talked about it. I thought it was dope. Thought it was good for the city.
It was more so of us, how can we show that it's never been a problem from the start? You know what I'm saying? Like, let them know it's never been a problem. We just don't talk to each other. And you know what I'm saying? We got history that we don't talk to each other, but it's never been a problem. So like, shit, let's do a talk. Let's do something for the kids.
Tyre Nichols. Did you watch the video? What'd you think?
Dirty motherfucker. Just going on to say what I've been saying. Fuck the police. Police been killing people. Like, you got cameras now, bro. They everywhere. You can't get away with too much like you used to, you know. Police killed my childhood role model, bro.
Who's that?
His name was Pernell. You know, one of my first funerals I went to, he was like, everything crossed the track, you know. Fly young nigga, move that dope, move that cocaine. You know, and police jumped on the hood and killed him. Say he tried to pull off at a traffic stop. Just straight jumped on the hood and finished him. You know, so I got a deep hate in my heart for cops, and it's probably on my upbringing, you know. I saw my dad took to jail a couple times in front of me. Like, I made the news I made the news 9, 10 years old with the police giving me a wedgie and shit.
Yeah,
like
I remember you talked about that. Yeah.
I'm scarred by the police. I'm scarred by the police. I'm scarred by rats. It's the life God gave me. You know, those have never been people who helped me.
Well, you tweeted about it. You said if Tyre was white, those black officers would not have a bond. I've been telling y'all about these pigs for 20 years, and police always get life sentences. We never get ours back. We never get our get back.
Yeah,
I'm killing my kid on camera. It's over. I'm tricked off the street.
Yeah.
Back on death row, bitch.
Yeah.
So
And
if a cop kills your
if
child,
a cop kill my kid, I'm gonna kill that cop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blow his fucking brains out in the courtroom. Or wherever I catch him, I'm gonna blow it. Cause I love my children, you know. That's the only thing that can trick me out the street. It's my children. That's why when certain stuff come towards my children, I let it go before it get there. But if you take my son's life, or if you take my daughter's life, I'm gonna take your life if you're a cop or not.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I was a little surprised that they all got bond. One of the cops, Demetrius Haley, actually texted 6 people with photos of Tyre Nichols, of what they did to him. Like he was bragging about it. And when you saw it, man, it was like, this kid was like a nerdy black kid who was into skateboarding and photography. This was not a street guy.
It's the power of the badge.
You know, they pulled him over and he was just like, hey man, like y'all don't have to do all this. He wasn't resisting arrest. He wasn't fighting back. He didn't punch someone. At one point he tried to run, which any normal human being would try to do. They chased him down and just beat him like a fucking dog. Took turns on him.
It's the power of the badge, bro. When they become police, bro, they think they have high authority over anything. They think they can do whatever they want, including murder, and get away with it. It been like that for years. They know once they get convicted, they ain't gonna get nothing but 10, 15 years after they do time. They're gonna be protected in prison. They're not gonna put them in the jungle around everybody.
Yeah.
They're gonna protect them in prison.
They'll be in PC.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we don't get our get back, man. We don't get our get back. You know, you would give us life for killing somebody, one of our friends, but won't give them life for killing us who's supposed to protect us. So it's a lose-lose situation, you know, and it's just sad, bro. It's just,
Yeah.
I couldn't take it out.
I feel you. I feel you. I mean, I don't think any father would be shocked at
And
that
I'm
statement.
demanding, like my kids know that I'm gonna die for them. My kids know that, and I couldn't sit with my other kids and they saying, "Daddy, you ain't do nothing about our brother or sister." I couldn't live with that.
Well, look, I mean, people compare this to Rodney King, but the big difference is that Rodney King walked away from it, ultimately. He survived.
Yeah,
Tyre Nichols is dead.
yeah.
You can't compare it to Rodney King.
Hell no. Hell no.
You know, Rodney King got fucked up real bad. And I remember, I was old enough to remember that. And I remember the riots that were happening when I was in Berkeley over that shit. But Rodney King ultimately got healed up, you know, sued the city, got a bunch of money, and lived out the rest of his years. Tyre Nichols is dead. And the paramedics was there, didn't even give him treatment right away. They were talking with the cops, trying to get their story straight. Like, this happened in Memphis. And, you know, people in, you know, like the Crunchy Blacks,
Bro,
they know about these guys.
if
Jump out boys.
If you're giving us life for killing one gang member or whatever, that 2 gang members killing each other, giving them life, and you're giving somebody less time who killing someone who's supposed to protect that someone, the world is fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not gonna change. You have to start giving these cops the death penalty.
I agree.
They have to be more obligated than people on the streets. They're trained. They are here to protect and save. So if you're killing like a fucking monster, it has to be shown. Just like charges coming when they get the 3 strikes law. You got to make a law for these cops now. Every time they make a law for fentanyl, they gonna make a law for switches. They make a law for, you gotta make a law for these fucking police. You a police, you get the fucking chair. I bet they ass will wake up then.
Yeah.
I bet it'll be more successful traffic stops then.
Right.
They talking about putting that fucking needle in they motherfucking arm. Put that needle in one of them bitches. Everything will change.
I agree.
Oh, so anybody for the vote, anybody looking right now who over the voting, y'all put that on y'all ballot for election. Police get the death penalty. Put that on your ballot. We gonna vote for you.
Well,
you trying to get this vote? We gonna vote for you.
Well, Donald Trump actually said that he wants the death penalty for drug dealers.
Yeah.
And you commented, he said, death penalty for drug dealers, what the fuck? Trump, you go have death penalty for white cops who kill innocent black men?
Ain't that some real shit?
But don't you feel in certain situations the death penalty for drug dealing is appropriate? Let's just say you go and sell a bunch of fucked up, laced drugs that ends up killing 10, 20 people. Don't you think that you deserve the death penalty for that?
Okay, who makes those drugs?
They come from Mexico, they come from China.
Who makes those drugs?
And they make, look what's happening with fentanyl these days. You can make fentanyl in your fucking bathtub. Fentanyl.
So that means everybody deserves a death penalty, right?
Well,
everybody who making it, right?
Correct.
We gotta stop the formation before you blame the institution. The formation is how it get made and everything. Stop it from getting made, the shit wouldn't be here. Bitch, you can stop it, you stop chicken pox.
Well, you actually
think they can't stop shit. They can do some shit. People be wanting shit to happen. I don't be believing in that shit. They can stop shit.
Well,
you won't blame the people who trying to get it in their hand and make some money. Stop the shit. Stop it. Tell me all the shit. I was just watching some shit. They tell me they can make everything from meth in the fucking CVS.
True.
So why they not stopping? Lock up the fucking CVS's then. Lock up everybody on them motherfuckers before you lock up somebody look like this or brown. It's a bigger high power than us.
Well, they got new shit now. They're actually lacing fentanyl with something called trank, which not only could kill you, but it actually ends up being a flesh-eating disease. People are losing, literally, their arms is all fucked up, and people are losing their legs and shit like that. And it's in it's all over Chicago now. You got some other shit that's happening these days. But you actually made an interesting statement. You told people to stop taking fentanyl and go back to crack.
Crack. I'm promoting it.
You're promoting crack.
Fuck that. Fentanyl killing all the junkies who been junkies. I'm talking about it's killing the junkies who been junkies for forever.
Yes.
Soon as they hit it, they dead.
Right.
Crackhead, this nigga shoot threes, this nigga shoot basketball, this nigga run 100 miles, this nigga can sing, this nigga fix your car motor, been doing this for 20 years. This motherfucker still running around the neighborhood. When have you ever heard crackheads hitting the pipe and dying the first time?
Never.
Never. This fentanyl shit is different. I would much rather crack. I would much rather crack.
You said
I've been seeing my crackhead people for 30 years.
True.
This nigga hit fentanyl 2 times. He's gone. You never see him again.
Right.
I promote crack before fentanyl. I'm sorry.
Right. And you know something?
Then crackheads, bro, they can do anything.
You ever see those crackhead couples that have been together for 15 years?
They can do anything, bro.
And they're still smoking crack and they're still together.
They can do anything, bro. Crackhead, bro. Whatever was in crack, they gave them real powers.
Did you ever see the video of the crackhead with the kangaroo?
No, I ain't see it.
Hold on a second.
The fucking fentanyl, man, that shit killed junkie, bro. That shit done killed so many people in Baton Rouge, bro. It's sad, bro.
Look at this. It's a crackhead with a kangaroo.
A crackhead walking a kangaroo down the street.
On a leash.
On the leash.
On a leash.
That's crackhead shit, bro. You never seen, bro. They still around to this day. Crackheads are still around to this day, bro.
You said, this is what you said. You said there's too many people dying in 2022 of fentanyl. If you're going to be an addict, you might as well go back to crack. Crackheads live longer than anybody. You still see them around. That fentanyl shit is way stronger. If you can't shake it, go back to crack. You're going to be funnier. You're going to live longer.
Yeah. Every crackhead, bro, could have been a comedian.
Mm.
If you think all of your funniest crackhead in your hood, it could have been a comedian.
Right.
Yeah, where you think Mike Epps came from, bro? Drugging. Mike Epps used to be drugging, bro. You know
Mike Epps was like, yeah, of course I know Mike Epps.
Mike Epps got a story, boy.
Okay.
Yeah, boy, Mike Epps got a real story, boy.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you. I mean, I remember interviewing Freeway Ricky, and he even told me, he kind of broke it down how crack sort of crept up on everybody. People started smoking crack, and they were still functioning. They're still doing jobs and everything else like that. And over time, you start to see the deterioration. But he said, even to this day, he goes, man, he's got a guy that's 60 years old. He said the only problem he got with crack is he can't get more of it right now.
Yeah, bro.
You know?
like people, it's a different, whatever's in that fentanyl, bro, it's deadly, bro.
Yeah.
Whatever was in that crack, bro, Pablo Escobar had a motherfucker smiling. Pablo Escobar had some shit in that cocaine. That cocaine make you live 80 years.
Well, you know what my theory is? You know here's my theory.
Just think all the people doing cocaine and, bro, they still, bro, all the cocaine is still fucking functioning.
I have a theory, because Coca-Cola, the drink, used to have cocaine in it. It's made from the same cocoa leaves and everything else like that, but they claim that they take out all the addictive part.
Yeah.
Throughout my life, I have drank pretty much every type of soda. Yeah. I even have a special refrigerator in my house that's just a soda fridge.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I always go back to Coke.
Yeah, they might have cocaine in it, because I'm a
you know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
I don't go back to 7-Up.
I
don't go back to orange soda. I don't go back to root beer. I don't go to all these little exotic Japanese sodas that I try, but I always want a Coke or a cherry Coke. And I know that I'm drinking, it has to be, even on a molecular level, there has to be a cocaine kind of.
I'm addicted too, bro. But,
see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
But it can't be, because when you go to piss, or if you in trouble, it's not going to have cocaine in it.
Exactly. But I think on a very slight level.
It might be, bro. I be clucking for that shit like.
That's what I'm saying.
Every restaurant, bring my Coke in the can.
Exactly.
It might have cocaine in it.
That's what I think. And I'll just put it out there. I mean, I get
my mama, my aunties.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm thinking back now.
Yeah. Well, since our last interview, the Tory Lanez trial concluded.
Yeah.
He was found guilty of all charges. He's now facing up to 23 years.
Yeah.
Were you surprised at the verdict?
I can comment now. I never commented it.
Yep.
Because I didn't want to stir.
No, it's no longer an open case. It's a closed case.
Yeah, I didn't want my interviews to stir which way.
Correct.
But I knew he would be found guilty.
Me too.
You never saw a man and a woman go to something and that man wins.
Huh.
You've never. Domestic violence.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. He got that money out there.
He got that.
She went too far.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was a big one, too.
Yeah.
That was a big one.
But domestic violence, I've never seen nobody win in court when it's a woman against a man. I've never. Mike Tyson, Tupac. It goes on and, bro, I've never seen, I didn't want to say this, but I've never seen when something like that happens that a man comes out victorious on a woman. And I've been wanting to say this 4 interviews ago. But I didn't want to stir it because,
yeah.
I even had a talk with my auntie about it. And she was like, I was like, do you think he shot him? And she was like, Boo said. She woke me up. Guess what she said? Boo said, it don't fucking matter. That's a woman. How the fuck a gun come out?
Right.
I couldn't say shit. She said, you could have beat my ass.
Yep.
I don't, how the fuck?
Yeah.
I was lost for fuck. I'm like, shit.
Well,
So, you know, I felt he was going to lose, but I didn't want to speak that while he was fighting.
well, look, if you look at my interviews a year and a half ago, I had an interview with China Mac, and based on people I knew that was around the situation and based on what I knew, I was like, I had known that he had shot her, and I knew that he was going to prison. Now, I knew the public opinion was very different, and he even DM'd me all upset, calling me the feds and the cops and all that type of shit. And I'm like, all right, I'll take that. Go ahead. I'm not the one facing trial and running my mouth on the internet. When you look at the trial, when it came to actually, you know, the court itself, his lawyers try to use the stance that Kelsey was the one that shot Megan.
Yeah, bad.
But on social media, on a random, I think a Shade Room post, some random person said Kelsey shot her, and Tory responded, "That's not true." That was given to the jury. He just undermined his own defense. But on an even simpler level than this, Tony Yayo framed it better than anyone I know. When I talked to Yayo about this, he said, look, he grew up in Southside Queens. He was involved in a bunch of shootings, and he was also himself that he talked about, as well as seeing other people shoot people and so forth. He said never in all his years has he ever heard of someone shooting somebody, that person surviving and taking the stand, and the shooter actually going to trial.
If somebody's saying you shot him and they still alive and they willing to take the stand, in my eyes, you're not gonna beat the fucking case.
Yeah.
I never seen that in my life. Somebody saying you shot him and you taking it to trial.
Yeah.
And I guess his confidence of taking a trial, everybody believes him. The internet judge, oh, he lying. This one shot him and the girl shot him. It was a lot of confusion to the case. The sad part about it is just playing with the gun. When you from the streets, you don't play with guns. Like you don't, you know what I'm saying? A gun is nothing to play with. It's not a toy. And something unfortunate happened.
I've never heard of it. Not in the hood. That
You
don't
see
happen.
what I'm saying?
That's why you die before you get on the stand.
Right.
That's why people kill you before you get on the stand.
Exactly.
If you get on the stand, you're done.
Exactly. When the victim is willing to sit on the stand and point their finger at you and said, that person shot me.
And that's for man to man. Woman is worse.
Is worse. But
A
even
woman-
if a man gets on the stand and said, that person shot me, does the little XXXTentacion finger, you know what I mean? And points and said, that person shot me. You have no chance of winning that case. He said that everyone he knows in that situation pleads out and takes the best deal they can.
That's real shit.
He said that he would
If
be
they come in the cold, bro,
He said he'd be totally surprised if his lawyers did not push Tory as hard as they could to take a plea deal. But clearly, Tory had never been to jail before. He's 5'2". He was probably terrified of that he had been out on bail the whole time, so he never really got to taste what it was like. Yeah. And I think he was so terrified of even doing a month in prison that he just threw a Hail Mary and said, I'm going to beat this. Fuck it. I'm paying y'all, just do, I'm the client. Do what I'm telling you to do.
Yeah, I feel like he should have had better representation.
He should have taken a plea deal.
That's what I had to take when I went to jail. I had to take a plea deal.
For how long?
I had 2 years. I took a 2-year plea deal because I had a gun charge and a weed charge, but I had other charges I was fighting. So to make them go away, I took me a plea deal, you know what I'm saying? Because I knew I wasn't going to beat them,
Yeah.
They wouldn't beat them.
Some things are unbeatable. I think that Tory, in this case, it was unbeatable. Plus, there was so much witness tampering that was going on. Kelsey got on the stand, changed her whole fucking story, didn't remember who paid for her lawyer. Then that phone call came out. Remember that jail phone call of Tory apologizing?
Yeah.
You do know this is being recorded, right, Tory? You do know this is a jail phone, and this is going to be part of your case, whatever you say. He don't care. Yeah, I'm sorry this happened. Yo, things just got out of hand. Exhibit A, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, here you go. It all got put together, man, and now he's facing 23 years. He's trying to do an appeal. He got the death row lawyer, David Kenner.
Yeah, he got Kenner.
I mean, you never know. You never know. He got Casey Anthony's old lawyer, who charges $200,000 a month retainer.
Shit, Lord Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he was representing Harvey Weinstein and hit Harvey for $1 million, only for Harvey to lose later on. So, I don't know, man. Listen, and I really feel bad how many people bashed Megan with her being the victim.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I've always been like, listen, I've always been on Megan's side, all my interviews. So I'm not apologizing for what I said, but I'm saying a lot of people, all my polls, she lying, she guilty, she shot herself. More people voted for, I remember I did all these polls with thousands and thousands of votes. More people voted for Megan shooting herself than Tory shooting her.
I ain't never been on nobody's side. I just been quiet about the whole situation,
Yeah.
you know. Only people know is those people was there.
Yeah. Well, it was a mess. And I think you really nailed it. And I've been saying this. Why was a gun even part of this whole situation?
That's what my auntie hit me with. I was like,
Why the fuck do you pull out a gun in this at all? Seriously. Seriously. Because if there was, take the gun out of this whole situation, no one would have even heard about it. Guy was, some rapper was fucking a couple girls and they got into a fight and whatever. That happened last week. No one cares. But you bring a gun into it, when really it doesn't seem like anyone's life was being threatened. Not seriously. And, listen, Tory has a fucking history of this type of thing. I remember this rapper Dax claimed that he pulled out a gun on him. Like, it's a little dude who, I guess that gun makes him feel good about himself. And now he's having to basically make the bed that he, lay in the bed that he made. It is what it is. Well, what do you think of the whole P. Diddy thing with Young Miami? The whole golden shower thing? You actually did a tweet. You said, everyone in my DM asking me, do I give golden showers or receive golden showers? No, I don't. Told them they need to go ask the industry who like women to shit on them. Because I heard that
yeah, man.
I heard some shitty things.
I done heard some shit. I heard some nigga like to get shitted on.
Yeah?
Yeah, bro. Like, when after that shit happened with P. Diddy, them, everybody in my fucking DM like, y'all rich niggas, y'all wild. Boosie, y'all, no, bro, leave me alone with this shit. Like, I don't like when I'm pissy when I'm in the airport too long. Like, I was, when I heard that shit, I was like, that's I don't like to smell piss. That's gross to me. I was thinking like, do we piss on the after or before? Because after I piss, my dick gets soft.
I've done it before.
You do it before? When your dick hard, or after your nut, then you piss on them?
All right, so
or do you piss on them first, then start fucking?
Here's how it went. I've talked about this. Me and Fredo Bang actually talked about this in our interview, so this is not breaking news. But I'll go ahead and tell this to you since you haven't heard it yet. Okay, so one of my exes, someone I was in a serious relationship with, she told me she was into that. She was into golden showers. She called them water games, actually. Was the words that she used.
Water games.
Water games. Not gonna say who it is. Not gonna put her on blast. But this was someone I was in a serious relationship with for years, right? And the way she explained it to me, right, was, well, by doing that, it's a level of closeness. Like we're like we tear down the walls of like taboo and stuff like that and doing things around each other, and it just brings us together, and she's really into that. So
piss ain't gonna bring me together. They gonna separate me. I'm gonna be separated. Piss ain't gonna bring me together.
So this one time when we had sex, she had me go into the shower, and then I had to I was already hard, so I had to kind of force myself to kind of get a little softer, and I peed on her. And I didn't really understand what the whole point was. I did it one time, and I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. She was enjoying it. Like Young Miami says she enjoys it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it does for women, but
bro, I don't know. I mean, I just don't, bro. I don't want to look at a woman and think piss. bro. Like, I
Yeah,
was
man,
like,
listen.
when she said, I was like, no. I was like, no. Then you know Miami. That motherfucker right. So I was like, damn, why did she say that? Then that's Ciroc piss. God damn. Man, shit.
That vodka piss.
Yeah, I ain't with the pissy game. I ain't lying.
Man, listen, like I
I
said,
ain't that freak. I ain't on that.
man,
That turned me off. Piss just neglects me.
I feel you.
Piss
Listen,
neglects me.
I mean, you're talking about, I did this maybe over 20 years ago. And like I said, I never really, I didn't get it on my end. Like I didn't get it. I didn't do it again. You know, me and her broke up eventually. And, you know, I tried it. I didn't really like it. And it's just part of my history at this point. But it's not something like, yeah, I got to do that show. I want to piss on everyone. Like, you know. But, I mean, clearly it's the thing. I mean, you know, R. Kelly, that was his thing.
Man, that piss shit, I ain't, bro. They got niggas be liking that, though. I got my partner, my cousin, he like to spit on a bitch.
I've done that.
Yeah, he love to spit on a bitch. He love to fuck a bitch and spit on her.
You never spit in a girl's mouth?
Yeah, I done spit in the girl mouth, but I just ain't. He just a spitter. He just something about this nigga. He ain't just a spitter.
Well, you kind of a spitter too, though. You a junior spitter.
Oh
yeah, I've spit in girls' mouths and faces, and I've had them spit on me sometimes. Like in the spur of the moment, that to me makes a little more sense than the whole peeing thing. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
That's something I've actually
of course,
done.
that's more like it. You know, you spit on the pussy.
Yeah,
lick the pussy.
Yeah, you spitting on pussy. Yeah. They spitting on your dick, like you know, spitting is kind of part of the whole.
That's kind of
sexual,
straight. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I don't spit on that pussy too much. I stay on that pussy. I ain't really coming out of that pussy till you come.
Well, speaking of R. Kelly, well, you actually commented on this because you posted one of our articles where you know, the porn star Ron Jeremy, he was not going to stand trial on 21 rape charges because of dementia. And your response to that was free R. Kelly. But I mean, I'll tell you, it's not like Ron Jeremy really got off. I mean, he has fucking dementia. He's crazy. He's lost his mind. So even though he's not going to prison, he's going to be in a fucking mental institution with his mind gone for whatever few years he has left. So it's not like he really won. But R. Kelly was actually...
You could rape 30 motherfuckers.
21.
21. If you could rape 21 motherfuckers knowingly, you are not crazy.
Well, that was before, though.
I know some motherfuckers who are really, bruh. I've been to 5 different penitentiaries. They got motherfuckers who are coming down. That doctor right there, he would think he's totally motherfucking crazy. But when he walk up out that motherfucker, he's a whole different character. He will ask you for a cigarette.
So he was acting.
He's acting.
Okay.
I done seen this a million motherfucking times, man. Niggas do this just to get serial killers in jail, man. Get crazy medicine and flip them and sell them and become a big dog. They got some man is untrusted, motherfucker. Man is a motherfucker. God made something when he made up. Shit.
Yeah, man. I think one of the illest things I heard was when I was talking about Life Jennings, when I was doing an interview with Life, and I was asking him what some of the craziest shit he's seen in prison. He told me about this one dude that would he would act weak on purpose and have dudes feel like they could take advantage of him and bully him around and everything, only for him to rape those dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was a whole routine that he did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Life was like, damn, he's like, yeah, I gotta get the fuck up out of here.
There was a nigga that used to pretend like he was weak. Would literally let people suck him. Take his food and do shit like that because he wanted people to think that he was weak so he could lure them somewhere and then rape them. That was his shit. That was his shit, man. It was the weirdest shit you had.
This is just a whole different world.
Yeah.
You know, you seen shit like that?
Yeah, I done seen all kind of shit, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas, I done seen OGs bait niggas in. You know, act them like they friend. they whole time sitting on them and watching shit, acting like they just a big dog. But catch them and draw that motherfucking knife on 'em. You gonna give it to me, or you gonna let me? Or I'm gonna have to take it. You know, flip all the way on. You know, it's a whole bait game. I done got you in that bitch. We watching Young and the Restless every day. Soon as it's I done drug this motherfucking shank on you, bitch. What you gonna do? If you ain't no gangster, you gonna bend over.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna stay out of prison. Thanks.
Stay out that motherfucker.
I'm gonna live out in this free world.
Stay out that motherfucker. You don't want to see.
You know,
You don't walk down
I
on
like
no nigga
pussy
ride.
way too much. I like vagina. I like breasts. I like ass.
Yeah.
I don't like hairy chests. I don't like dicks and balls. Like, you know,
Stay
unless
out
they're
of
my
prison.
own. I'm
But
good.
you know, like if you got swag in jail, you still can, you know, like, cause I was,
Yeah.
you know, I'm boosted, so you know, the guards let me head up 21, like, you know what a 21 is, right?
No.
You don't know what a 21 is?
What's the 21?
21 is a charge you get for jacking off on a woman
Oh, I didn't know that.
in jail. It's called a
Well,
21.
like on the guards or something?
Like on the guard, like if you jack off on the guard and she tell on you,
Yeah. Or he tell on you?
yeah, you get a charge for that. You get locked down for that.
Okay.
And I had it sweet, like women they never pointed me out, like, you know, who wouldn't want me to, you know, jack off head up and look at you, you know.
Hey man, listen.
I respect all the women who gave me a good time for that in jail. I respect y'all.
Yeah.
I needed that.
Well, you actually spoke to BG in prison recently.
Yeah.
How's he doing?
I'm talking to him every day now.
Every day.
Yeah, I got his email now, so we can email the thing. I got the email set up on my phone, so I can email him. Yeah.
Okay. Does he have an actual release date?
Not an actual release date, but he's short. He should be home in like 3-4 months. They already went to the house and checked the house at where he coming to.
The halfway house.
Yeah, so
Okay. So 2023, BG is coming home.
yeah.
Okay.
I talked to him, bro. He got a few bitches he want, you know.
I guess celebrity crushes, I guess.
Yeah, he got a few celebrity crushes. He want me to slide in they DM and tell him, but I'm like, bro, you gonna have me in all kinds of shit. I want her. Tell that bitch she for me. Bro, this nigga here. I just can't wait till he come home. I want to see him with his mama, man. His people done really miss him.
Yeah, I bet.
And I want to see him with his, you know, it ain't about nothing else with me but seeing him happy.
Yeah.
You know. Cause I've been here for him I've been here for him his whole ride, bro. Cause he told me he was gonna be here for me my whole ride. Before I went in, a couple days before I went in, you know, BG spent my last 2 weeks with me.
Really?
You know?
I didn't know that. Okay.
He
That's
spent
dope.
my last 2 weeks with me, and he didn't know he was going in. You know,
Right, because you got out and he went in, right?
No, I went and he ended up going where I was in,
Oh, okay. Got it.
and he told me I'm gonna be here every step of the way, bro. You know.
And BG was that motherfucker. I mean, when Cash Money first came out, it was Juvenile was the top dog,
Yeah.
and then it was BG in a close second.
Yeah.
That's how I saw it.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne wasn't even really a factor back then. He came into his own later on. He was still a little kid back then, but really, you know, and Turk was around as well, but it was really Juvenile number one and BG a close second.
Yeah.
And BG was cold on that mic back then. Damn.
Yeah. First it was BG, then it was Juvenile.
Right, because BG was signed to Cash Money before
Yeah.
Juvenile came around.
Yeah.
BG, yeah, because Juvenile was already popping in his own way outside of the label. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, man, free BG.
Solid, bro. Solid.
Did you know Big Scar at all?
Nah, I ain't no Big Scar, man. I saw him one day in Saks, and my partner would tell me that was Big Scar when them niggas was in the mouth. Like, okay, I ain't never meet Big Scar.
Well, yeah, since our last interview, he died age 22. Drug overdose. Once again, probably that fentanyl. And I gotta say, man, I really hope when I die, my family does not embarrass me in the way that his family embarrassed him. Did you see all that shit they were pulling?
Yeah, I saw him talking about Gucci and shit, bro.
Well, yeah, I mean, his sister claimed that Gucci didn't pay for the funeral, and then Gucci's wife had to post the actual receipts. And then I think his brother filmed a music video at his actual funeral with the coffin in the background and everything.
Man, bro.
I remember I mentioned this to Crunchy Black, and he laughed. He goes, that's some Memphis shit. Right there.
What you say, that's Memphis
That's
shit?
Memphis shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Memphis for that's Memphis for y'all the motherfucking way right there, dog. They told that man he ain't get the change back. It's some bullshit.
I don't know, bro. I mean, when death hit, bro, people, that shit hurt people. Shit hurt that they miss him, bro. So a lot of things you don't be knowing about it before you speak on it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, you be missing and you speak out of anger, bro. You speak out of anger. And it go back to a lot of times, you be thinking the CEOs that made some money, but man, it ain't even been a quarter. It ain't even been a year. You don't even have time to recoup.
Yeah. No, it's not like he had huge fucking national songs.
Yes,
yeah.
but I'm telling you how people think in the hood.
Right.
People think when you get a chain, you're
rich.
You're rich. You're not.
Yeah.
We're trying to get you there, bro. You know. But I hate to see them young niggas like that. I hate to see them young niggas like that go, bro, because, you know, he could have made a way for a lot of more people, bro. And that's what I be hurting for people, niggas and they family, because I know how I feel losing a big dog. So I be hurting for their family.
How many funerals have you personally paid for?
I just paid for a funeral yesterday.
Damn. Who was it?
Bleak grandma. She was like my grandmother too. I used to live with her.
So, man, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry.
I probably done paid for 20-something.
20-something funerals. Damn.
Been over 30.
Damn. And you're not even 40 years old.
Yeah, I've been going to funerals a long time. But this is the life we chose. Like, you know, we could have chose anything else, but, you know, this the life we chose. That's why you just got to be grateful that we made it out. You know, I'm grateful. You know, so many people on side me ain't make it out, so I'm just grateful, man, you know. Like, but I still want more, you know. I could sit at home and just really be comfortable and just change my way of living, but I'm Boosie. I just still want more, and in order to get more, you got to keep hustling, bro.
Well, speaking of wanting more, your house is sort of your crown jewel.
Yeah.
I feel like in terms of your overall wealth.
Yeah.
And since last time, you posted a video of someone sneaking into your house.
Yeah.
So is this someone named Boosie Boy Munchie?
Yeah, my first cousin.
So he's named after you?
Nah.
Why that name?
Nah, that's that Boosie Boy. They put Boosie Boy in front of everybody in my clique. Anybody surrounded with me, that's what they put on Instagram, Boosie Boy.
Okay, well, one of the Boosie Boys broke into your house.
He ain't break into my house.
What was he doing?
He went in my room and stole.
What did he steal?
He took like 7 bands.
7,000?
Yeah.
Okay. And of course, you posted the video. I think you even had like the sneaking challenge, like the creep challenge.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had a video, you found the video. Before posting the video, did you try to reach out to him?
No, this is how it happened. When I went up to my room, I had just left my room. When I went up to my room, when I came back, I had like 10,000 on the account or whatever. I saw that my hundreds was gone. So I automatically went downstairs. I say somebody went up to my shit and stole my shit. Call a cameraman to run the cameras back. But I had to wait 5 hours for him to come from where he was. So in that 5 hours, I'm waiting on the cameraman to come back. He had slipped off. End up going to get a room, you know. So he had slipped off, and you know, when he came back, you know, he was busted. You know.
Okay. Well, did you try to call him or confront him with the shit afterwards, or ask for the money back?
Oh no, I ain't asking for no money back.
Why not?
I don't want no money back, bro. You know, like.
Okay, hold on. You're still mad at that one lawyer for stealing $10,000 from you.
Nah, this is my blood.
So
this is my blood. He's not gonna like. When I see him, I'm gonna break his jaw. You know, I ain't. We gonna butcher him as soon as we see him. We waiting on to see him.
Okay.
I'm waiting on catch him. That's my blood. I ain't gonna.
So you don't want that money back?
Nah, I won't black your eye, knock out one of your teeth, and you know, I won't hurt you physically.
And then y'all are even.
Yeah, we good, nigga. We good. But I'm gonna send you to the hospital. I'm gonna make you get stitches. You know. Yeah, I'm waiting on him. You know.
Okay. What if he turns around? Okay, so what if he turns around and sues you over that?
I don't know.
You haven't worked you haven't worked all that out yet.
I ain't think about that shit. You know, I was looking for him. I was trying to catch him the other day. I was gonna cut his pinky out.
Okay.
But I can't catch him, bro.
It's too fast.
I can't catch him.
Okay.
I'm steady getting drops on him though, but when I catch him, I'm gonna take that chance of going to jail to hurt him.
Okay.
We gonna family. It's family. You know how family do. No instruments involved. Just knuckles.
Well, speaking of knuckles, there was an incident that happened at Walmart.
Yeah.
So a white dude who was a YouTuber, I guess, ran up on you and whoever you were with and started calling you boy?
Yeah.
A big fat white dude.
Yeah.
When that was happening, did you think that it was like a prank or something, or did you think that it was just some racist white dude?
Nah, I thought it was just some racist white dude.
What exactly was he saying to you?
Some real disrespectful shit, like, put that back, boy. Like, the boy was sticking out to me. You know?
Well, and one of your people ended up punching him in the face.
Yeah.
And what happened afterwards?
They started fighting. They broke it up. Bro, I grabbed the dude's phone, threw the dude, all kind of shit, bro. It just was
I think he may have reached out to me to want to tell his side of the story. And I'm like, I don't want to hear that shit.
It was just, bro, like, he was trying to play a prank, bro, you know, and it just went bad, bro. I ended up talking to the dude, and we came to an understanding, bro, but, you know, he almost fucked some other shit up with me. You know, I'm trying to do business with Walmart, and this shit happened in the store, bro. Like, you fucking me up, bro. Like, it was just a bad situation.
Well, someone rear-ended your Rolls-Royce truck recently, right?
You say ready?
Rear-ended.
Oh, yeah.
Rear-ended your Rolls-Royce truck.
Yeah.
Did they actually fuck up the truck at all, or not really?
Not really. I couldn't fuck over him, though. I saw it in his eyes, bro. Like,
he was a 9-to-5 worker.
Bro, this dude, he ain't got it, bro. Like, this dude's...
Well, he don't have to have it. The insurance company will cover it.
I couldn't do it to him, bro. He pleaded, bro. Like...
What was he saying?
He say, Boosie, I ain't do nothing to it.
Oh, so he knew who you were?
Yeah. He say, man, bro, I ain't do nothing to it, man. Look at it, man. But he hit my sensor, because you know how them sensors on the...
Yeah.
I couldn't do it to him, bro. I couldn't do it to him.
Hey, man, what do they say? Paid forward? Maybe someone in the future will let you go?
Man, hopefully somebody will let my fucking ass go.
Weren't you like talking about selling a bunch of your cars to stack up
$1
million?
I did.
Well, what'd you sell?
I sold my Maybach. I sold my TRX. I sold about 4 cars. My new Beamer. I sold about 4 cars because I'm building a Las Vegas, Georgia.
That was gonna be my next question.
Yeah.
So you're now a part owner of a huge space in Las Vegas.
Oh, no.
It's different.
No, this is different.
Okay, bro.
I'm calling my new space in Atlanta, Las Vegas, Georgia.
Okay, your new space.
I'm building in Atlanta behind my other estate. I'm building
on your own property.
Yeah.
You're building a what exactly?
Las Vegas, Georgia.
Meaning what?
A
casino?
Can I explain?
Go ahead.
I have a container glass mansion getting built.
Okay.
And all this is in one area. I have a crazy pool getting built. I have the Batman mansion getting built on side of that. On the weekends, I will have showgirls walking around. I'm serious.
Yeah, I know you're serious.
I'm going to have showgirls that are going to be hired to walk around the pool. And it's Las Vegas, Georgia, and I didn't spend nothing. I just sold the cars.
You just sold the cars. Okay.
They were just sitting up and doing that.
Yeah.
How much? Okay.
Okay, boom.
Yeah.
Move that money to that.
Yeah.
But there's also another project in actual Las Vegas.
Yeah, my dream.
Which is the bigger project.
87,000 square feet.
87,000 square feet. God damn, that's a lot of feet. And this is not just a club. This is actual
event center.
An event center with a club in the event center.
Yep. New World Event Center.
And you're a half owner?
Half owner.
Half owner.
Las Vegas.
Woo.
I'm moving out there. I'm be out there most of my time. And this is my dream, Vlad. I done went big in on this. And this is my dream. I'm opening up, grand opening April 14th through the 16th. And I'm finna turn Las Vegas up, man. You know, I got a lot of good people out there behind me. The Raiders supporting me. Oh, man, it's just, this is my dream, Vlad, and I'm finna go chase it, bro. I'm trying to bring the best acts to Vegas, you know, hopefully I get that Javante Davis after party. I know Javante tired of me. Shit.
What was that Snoop line on America's Most Wanted? My dream is to own a fly casino like Bugsy Siegel.
Yeah.
And do it all legal.
Yeah.
Have a little homie pick me up in the
I just made a song called Welcome to Las Vegas. Yeah. I was on Flamingo, same place Pac shot. Saw me a flamingo, bitch, get in the drop top. Yeah, but I'm moving to Vegas, bro, and I got my spot out there. And
well, you got like an apartment out there? A house?
No, right now I'm living off the casino. That's what I'm doing right now. I don't have a spot yet, but
so you're just staying at the casinos?
Yeah, free. I love it.
Free?
Yeah, I just gamble.
Oh, okay. You get free rooms.
Yeah, I get free rooms if I gamble. Sweets.
They getting the money anyways, though.
Yeah. Nah. Last week. Last week I won 17,000 the first day, 13,000 the next day, but I lost 10 on the way home. So You're
still up a little bit. What's your game at the casino? What do you play?
I play crap.
Craps.
I play crap. I play blackjack sometimes, but I'm mostly a crap.
Mostly on the craps. There you go. Well, speaking of Tupac, Big Gift did an interview. He said that if Tupac were alive, he'd be with Beyonce instead of Jay-Z.
Of course.
Yeah?
He didn't lie. Tupac had all the bad bitches. If Tupac was here, he would have the baddest bitch. Everybody know that. Tupac had all the bad bitches. Why you think we idolize him like this? I want bitches like Pac. I want to be in movies like Pac. You know? Every nigga around me was a thug. Every nigga around me was thug, nigga. This nigga was motivation, bro. Nigga speak up for all black people. Pac was fucking everything. He had all the bad bitches, and he would have had the bad bitches.
Madonna. He had...
It goes on and on.
I mean, Faith Evans, of course. There's that whole thing. There's, Quincy Jones' daughter, Kadada. Yeah, man. Pac was the biggest sex symbol in hip-hop. I think probably of all time.
Yeah,
if you think about it, who's a bigger sex symbol in hip-hop on the male side than Tupac?
No one.
No one.
No one. No one.
And if you look at all the successful rappers after him, like Ja Rule, 50 Cent, they try to emulate what he was doing with the tattoos and the shirt off. But you know, even T.I. Remember T.I. dressed up like Tupac and he just couldn't really pull off the...
No one can...
Like seeing T.I. dressed like Tupac in that one iconic photo, I think it was a New York Times magazine, it was like you could tell like, damn, like Pac had the sense of style that no one else could emulate. You know, you could put on Pac's clothes, but it's not gonna look right on you.
Pac was a different star.
Yeah.
You know, when a lot of people was music stars back then. Pac was a different star. He was a
superstar.
He was a different animal. You can be married, bitch, your bitch still won't pop. You know, Pac really could have fucked everybody, bitch. He was holding back, bro. Like Pac was that nigga, bro. Like Pac was, you know, Pac was every bad bitch dream back then.
I mean, look, Will Smith's still mad about Jada Pinkett hanging out with Tupac. That's probably why he slapped Chris Rock.
Yeah,
it's probably over
like,
that shit.
Bro, like, Pac was fucking him, bro.
Yeah.
And it seemed like he was being real with him at the same time.
Yeah.
Because every woman who come on and talk about him, they be like, he was, baby, I'm just, hey. This nigga like me. Hey, look, enjoy the ride. Like,
enjoy the ride.
Hey, you fucking with her? Yeah. I'm just out here. That's how I was when I come from jail. Bitch, I'm out here.
Well, speaking of Jada, I remember you went through this whole thing about how August Alsina, you know, had the relationship with her, called him, what'd you say? He called her his little yaya or? Yeah. But since our last interview, seems like August Alsina came out as gay.
Yeah.
He had his own boyfriend there and everything. And
yeah.
I didn't see that one coming. Did you?
I don't know. He kind of looked at fishy to me.
Yeah?
Yeah, he kind of looked it. But he kind of looked at fish. That make you think, huh?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I interviewed him one time. Me and him had some words back and forth on Twitter at one point. But the whole situation seemed weird to me. Like, okay, I understand that relationships are different and, you know, you have open marriages and open relationships and, you know, someone might be fucking someone on the side and everything. But the fact that Will Smith and Jada went on vacation with August Alsina together was just fucking weird to me, right?
Yeah.
Like,
it make it seem like, you know,
that part made
somebody got an MDA or something.
Yeah, I have no, like that to me was just insane. Like, all right, like, okay, you fucking him, but I ain't gotta hang out with him and have lunch with him, right? Like, that's part of the deal too. Shit.
Questions are complicated, but the answers be simple.
Yeah. Well, since last time, Gabrielle Union made some comments about you.
Yeah.
When your name came up in an interview with her, she said you got a lot of dick on your mind.
Yeah.
And you responded. You said, the whole world knows I love women, and the world knows your husband loves dick. Hope you don't think blacks look at y'all like a power couple, because they don't. I refuse to talk about y'all in interviews, and here you go. Go bang with that dildo and wait on a script, you little white girl.
Yeah. I tweeted that.
Yeah. I basically saw that as fighting fire with fire. I've never actually heard that Dwayne Wade is gay. I've never heard this before. Have you actually heard it before? I've never heard it before.
I mean, I heard it on, you know, social media comments, but
yeah,
you know, ain't nobody never come tell me he was gay or not.
Yeah. Well, look, at the end of the day, she's protecting her stepson, stepdaughter, however you want to say it.
She's saying she feel how I feel.
Yeah.
And I'm saying how I feel.
And that's what it is.
It's just mine more realistic.
Back and forth.
It's mine more realistic, you know, I came out so hard at it because, you know, I'm one of the people who stand on this in the industry. I'm one of the people who stand on this. So for her to say that, it makes her a hypocrite also.
Yeah.
You don't want nobody to talk about nothing that goes on with those situations, but you're saying somebody has dick on their mind? So if you do got dick on your mind, you feel some type of way about them. Baby, you a hypocrite, baby.
Oh, so she's gay bashing you, basically.
That's you gay bashing me. Are you gay bashing? You're a hypocrite. No, baby, you go look in the mirror. I was just telling her, and everything I spoke to her was from the heart, man. Like, we don't look at you as a power couple, baby. Like, I mean, not the people where I'm from. You know, I mean, and I told her, like, baby, go sit your ass. This a whole, I've been trying to be respectful about the situation because of my family members getting on me saying, don't even talk about that girl child and all this shit.
Yeah.
But when you come at me, you know, like, you got a whole nother thing. You know, I could have said way more shit than that, bro. Like, I could have, but I just said what I said, and I hope that got over to her. And if she has something else to say, I'll be ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you and Soulja Boy went back and forth.
Yeah, for the same shit. Don't say that shit.
Well, so how did it start? Didn't, like, Soulja Boy make some comments about rappers paying their nails?
Nah, he was saying...
Well, how did it start?
No, he went to saying all the rappers gay, you know. And I basically was saying, come on, Soulja, bro. This what I stand on. This what I'm speaking on, bro. Don't just say, God damn, Soulja. I felt like that nigga with you. Like, you supposed to be my partner. At least, nigga, shit, he could call me. Like, you know, like, don't just, damn, give me a lip flowers, fuck. Nigga, I don't like dick. Nigga, I ain't paying nothing. I stand on business. I'm one of the only ones gonna stand on fucking business from all this weak-ass, puss-ass shit. Nigga, give me one fucking flower, nigga. That's all I'm telling this nigga, like, damn. Don't go by all this bitch-ass shit these niggas do, man. I mean, come on, man. I'm like that, man. I represent for the streets. The streets got me. They ain't got no money. If they know one thing, they got me.
Right. And then
that's I represent them people who feel like me.
Right. He brought up, I guess, the NBA YoungBoy diss track, and he said that, you know, I don't think Boosie liked me, don't call my phone or something. He quoted NBA YoungBoy. Yeah. And then it seemed like y'all kind of worked it out later on, sort of, back and forth. Look, Soulja Boy mad at me too. I'm blocked. You know what I mean? Like, Soulja Boy talked a bunch of shit about me, and then when I responded, his feelings got hurt and he blocked me. You know what I mean? You know, I think he even tried to say that I'm the reason that you got pulled over by the cops. If that's the police, you see how Boosie get pulled over by the cops after he does an interview? Like, I somehow called the police on you after the fact. So listen, Soulja Boy don't like me. I don't like Soulja Boy. It is what it is, man.
It ain't that with me and Soulja, brother.
All right. Well,
you know,
I'm just saying.
Me and him been in the game a minute together doing
right.
This. We just had a little. It ain't that.
Little thing.
Yeah.
When you saw Lil Romeo and Master P going at it.
Yeah.
Did you ever think at that point about your own kids turning against you publicly the way that Romeo did? And if you think about how much Master P did for Romeo, it was a lot. It was a lot. You can complain and say, oh, you took my money or you didn't, you paid your taxes or whatever, but like Romeo had a full-blown career because of his dad.
Acting too.
Acting and music. Acting and music. And Romeo's like, what, 30-something now?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Could you ever see one of your own kids doing that to you?
What did he do to him? Like you know, just straight say he ain't really take care of him? And...
Yeah. No, he said a lot. He was going at him. Basically saying that my dad stole money from me, basically. In so many words.
I don't know, bro. I don't really like to speak on that family situation. You know, I really been, for over 10 years, I've been basically made it in my mind to stay about that whole Miller situation.
Fair enough. Fair enough. One of my YouTube members, AC Slater, he brought up an interesting question. He said, who would you say is the better rapper? Tootie Raw or Poison Ivy?
Poison Ivy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
She got more balls than him.
Okay.
But he got more star talent. Tootie's a star without, you know, she got more balls than him. But he has more star talent.
Well, some of your son's lyrics, you know, Tootie's lyrics, have some kind of gangster.
I hate it.
That was my question.
I hate it.
Because he wasn't raised like that.
Nah. He was not. Nah, you got to talk about that. You got to be. Well, how I come up, you got to be really.
Yeah.
In them trenches, like.
Right. You luckily got to shelter your son from all that shit.
Yeah.
Your son's never sold drugs.
Never been in prison.
Never went to prison. Never shot anybody. Never got shot. Never got stabbed. Was never in a gang.
Yeah.
As he should be, which is what you work so hard to do.
Right.
And then he gets on the mic and he starts talking that shit like his dad.
Yeah.
And you hate it.
I don't like what I don't like.
Have you told me you don't like it?
Yeah.
And what did he say?
You know, when kids, bro, like, they don't be want to hear it most of the time. They don't be want to hear it. I mean, and how my kids is, they don't let me help them with nothing. I can't even be in the studio when they record. Ivana gonna put me out there, motherfucker. She gonna turn the lights on. Two, they gonna put me out. They don't let me help them with no music. So all I get is the rough draft. I can't help him with a song, you know, and the songs he make about it, you know, he just every time he gotta put some gangster shit in there, you know, but you know, and I be against that, bro. But you know, that's what he was raised around, bro.
How old is he now?
He 20, 19 or 20.
He's a grown man.
He grown man now, but you know, like my son come up around mama, daddy, you know, especially your first son, man. You want him to be so much like you and it backfire. Man, you want them little niggas when they that little, you want them to be hard, man. My son, bro, my son was raised to say, fuck you, like, bro, my son, you know, that ain't just how you supposed to raise a child, man. But I was young, man, and I wanted him to be, just wanted him to be hard, bro. And that's how I raised him, bro. I let him see too much. I did keep him out of prison. He didn't do what I did. He saw the world.
Well, you kept all your kids out of prison.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't know how many.
And that's not easy to do.
Now, listen, I interviewed Blue Boy, who I think told me that him and his son were locked up together at one point.
Yeah, it brought a lot of pain to me, you know, because I never want my son to follow that life. But if you're not there and you can't be the father structure, he gonna do what he feel like. You know what I'm saying? He gonna rebel. He gonna, you know, feel, well, I can do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of the hardest things for me to deal with because I didn't never want him to come to prison. Plus, I don't want nobody to do nothing to him because of things I've done.
That's a tragedy. That's a failure of a father. And you know, when you're in prison the whole time, you're not even really a father. You're just you're just that guy that happens to be, you know, related to you. But yeah. Speaking of lyrics, though, have you ever had anyone else write your lyrics in any of the songs you put out?
Nah, I didn't have nigga coming in and help me with a hook.
A hook?
Like Mouse give me a hook or something like that.
What about the verses?
Nah.
Okay, because there's an interesting discussion, right?
I've never had help with verses. I never, you know.
Well, for
example.
example.
And the most time, nigga give you a hook when it's a vibe. We in that motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, for example, I interviewed Quentin Miller. You know who that is?
That's the dude who was writing for everybody.
For Drake.
Yeah.
He wrote like 6 songs for Drake.
Yeah.
Right? And then he got caught in the middle of the whole Meek Mill beef and everything else like that. And recently he revealed that he wrote on Nas's new album, King's Disease 3. He didn't say exactly what he did, but he said, I contributed to that song. His name is in the credits and everything else like that. So just to clear it up, what exactly did you do on the song The Pressure?
Man,
I was just a part of it, man. I don't even want to do all that. I was a part of the song though, man, and people gonna have to live with it. I know, like, people are hurt. People still comment at me like, you lying. Oh, no, you ain't. Yes, man, I did, man. I did. And I'm not saying it to hurt Nas's legacy. I'm only a part of one song. I'm only a part of the first song. I worked with Nas. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay. Was that the only song that you worked on with Nas?
That's the only song that I worked on with Nas that came out.
Aha. And I remember when I brought this up to Sheik Luch of the Locks, like, Sheik was not trying to hear it. He was like, nah. Like, he said he's okay with Drake or Kanye having ghostwriters, but not Nas.
Say you did a hook for me. I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
You could do it. You can write a hook for me. Hell yeah. If you say I wrote those lyrics that, people said was amazing, then it's different. What do you think? Like, why you can't make a hook for me?
This is the argument in hip hop, right? Because when you look at music as a whole, when you look at all the top artists, including Kanye, they all have teams of writers.
But Kanye says he don't be writing all that shit. Like it's known that he don't write all that shit. Nas, I'm not accepting that. Whoever writes your rhymes might as well hold your microphone.
Shit, you ain't lying. You ain't lying, bro.
So you feel the same way?
Yeah, I'm heavy on writing. I always been on that shit. Like, if, like, that takes away from the artist. It wasn't your craft. It wasn't your craft. It wasn't your craft. It was delivered to you. That's just how it be, man. And they mostly come when you get with big labels a lot of times. They be trying to bring people in and...
You had that when you got signed to Atlantic?
Nah, they'll try to bring people in for hooks and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? And most times I deny it. If you see on my album, you gonna see. If you gotta be a fire hook and they gotta touch me. Like that hook touched me, I got that. I just want a ball. God want me to ball with London J.
Okay.
That was a nice hook for me.
But that's a hook. That's not a lyric. But but here's the thing, right? When you look at the biggest artists in the world, let's just take hip hop out of the equation. Look at Beyonce, Drake, Kanye, Taylor Swift. They all have teams of the best writers collaborating on these songs.
Right.
Like, you look at a Kanye album,
so you have to ask the world, why do we put them in the top 5? Ask all the world that. They wouldn't be in the top 5 if they would have said that in 95. That they had writers.
Yeah.
No, that was secretive.
But in 2023.
But in 2023, everything can fly.
Yep.
But if that was in 96 and back then,
yeah,
they would be done. They would be Milli fucking Vanilli.
In hip hop.
They would be done. They would be Milli Vanilli. If they went on there and said that everybody wrote their shit freely. Quentin Miller have all these niggas Milli Vanilli. It's a new day and age, man.
Yeah.
That's not their craft. It's not God didn't put it up here and they came with it. They didn't live through it to talk about it. That's what make me extinct from all these motherfuckers. I didn't live through it to talk about it. These nigga can't write for me because they don't know my story.
True.
How can you write for somebody if you don't know my story? So how could you label them the greatest? The world is fucked up.
The Brooklyn Nets were supposed to be the next big dynasty in basketball. James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant. They had the big three. They were supposed to take over basketball. And now, that's completely a wrap. Harden left first. He even said recently, now I don't look like the crazy one. And then Kyrie asked for a trade. And then Kevin Durant is out as well. Now, you're fans of all these guys.
Right. I got a jersey from all of them.
That's what I'm saying. How did you feel when that whole organization fell apart?
I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, this gonna be a 30 for 30, bro.
Oh, right. Oh, the Kyrie 30 for 30 gonna be crazy.
Bro, this one, bro, Kyrie kind of a boss in the league, bro. Like, Kyrie can do what the fuck he want.
Well, he asked for a trade.
Like,
and they gave it to him. But you know what's interesting is the owner of the Nets, when he agreed to the trade, but not to the Lakers.
That's crazy.
He personally blocked the Lakers trade.
That's crazy.
Because that's, LeBron wanted him.
Yeah, I saw the
Imagine Kyrie and LeBron back together again. And then now Kevin Durant is at Phoenix.
I like Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix cool.
I like KD over there. I get another jersey from another team.
Okay.
That'll be 3.
Shout out to KD. KD actually DM'd me like last year.
And I be feeling sorry for KD. KD love basketball. He one of them dudes, bro.
Yeah, he's a purist.
Bro, he just a pure nigga, bring me. Just come on, let's play basketball, bro.
Yeah, and he's just caught up in other people's bullshit.
Fucking
he's caught up in other people's
fuck shit. He always caught up in some shit.
I know. No, listen, KD DM'd me. He was like, yo, man, I just want to tell you you're the best at what you do. I listen to your shit every day. And I'm like, shit, thank you. Damn. That's KD.
Soldier, bro. I just saw him at the game. He say, Boosie, don't get put out.
Well, right, because the one of the players from the Nets, Cam Thomas, he got fined $40,000 for saying no homo.
Yeah, I saw that. They ain't playing about that.
They're not playing about that anymore, man. They're not playing.
Glad my boy Bernie Mac ain't here no more. He wouldn't have a job.
He'd be unemployed. Well, I remember in our last interview, you asked me if I saw your new movies.
Yeah.
And I said no.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't going to sit here and bullshit you.
Yeah.
But this time, I went and watched both movies. I watched Where's MJ and Waterboys. Where's MJ I thought was a better movie.
Yeah, of course.
Number one, how many Versace robes do you own?
I got about 30.
No. You have 30 Versace robes. There's not 30 colors. So
Yes,
you have
it
the
is.
same, what?
Yes, it is.
Wait, there's 30 different Versace robe colors?
Yeah, fucking right. I can show you.
I believe you. I mean, I got the black one.
Yeah, they got
Black
the
and
kind.
gold.
They had the kind where you could put the Versace on the back and you put your name on the back. That's during the Christmas time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You can personalize them.
Oh, okay. I know they got the burgundy. I know they got the yellow. I've always liked the black.
Yeah, I got every
You got every one. Okay. I like that one scene where, you wanted to use the Wi-Fi in the barbershop?
Oh, yeah.
That's little Boosie. He goes, I don't care if that's big Boosie, medium-sized Boosie. You can tell me.
Me and Boosie broadcast. I don't give a damn. If you ain't paying, you ain't staying.
Flavor Flav was your dad.
Yeah, Flavor Flav, my dad on there, bro. Shout out to Flav. Appreciate that, Flav.
Yep.
Shout out.
Well, I think I linked y'all up. Remember when I accidentally said the wrong thing in the interview, and then he got upset at me, and then I ended up hooking y'all up, and then that turned into a movie cameo.
Yeah. Shout out to Flav.
Trouble.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest in
Made a
peace.
cameo. Who else made cameos in that movie that I didn't get?
Tootie.
Right.
Tootie in there. I got the Magic Man in there.
Who's the dude with the hand?
Grove Hero.
Oh, that's Grove Hero.
That's Grove Hero.
Oh, I guess that makes sense now.
That's Grove Hero.
That makes sense now.
Grove Hero and Desi, them the ones breaking in the house. Them the ones breaking in my estate. You gotta go to boostandmovie.com. They gotta support me, bro. I ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna keep on making movies. They gotta support.
What'd you think about the whole Grove Hero Lil Migo situation? The airport. I personally didn't like it. I would just put that out there. I've interviewed Lil Migo before. And in fact, in my interview with Lil Migo, he said flat out, I don't have beef with Young Dolph because I don't know him. I can't be beefing with someone I don't know. I don't care if I'm signed to CMG. Like, I don't know the guy, so I don't have no beef with him.
I don't know that nigga. I don't know him. So I can't, I don't know him. I can't beef with nobody I don't know. I never met him. I don't know him. Like, I don't know him, nobody from this side. Can't beef with nobody I never met.
So this is not someone that was out there pushing the line,
Okay.
He wasn't talking about smoking a young Dolph Pack or nothing else like that.
Yeah, I don't be knowing what's going on with him. You know, I saw it like that when Grove did it. But, you know, Grove called me a couple months before that on some. I'm like, bro, you tripping. He was like, Boosie, I swear to God, any nigga I see from over that way, I'm smacking him. I'm like, bro, niggas got guns.
Yeah.
He like, bro, I'm telling you, Boosie, I'm smacking niggas. He told me this on the phone, Boosie, when I see niggas, I'm smacking niggas. Straight up, bro. He was hurt. Like, the dude called me. I thought he was bullshitting. I swear to God. I thought, bro, this dude, bro, Grove on some other shit right now. Grove done flashed out.
Well, then there's the Waterboys movie.
Yeah.
T.I.'s son is in that.
Yeah.
He had a cameo in there.
Yeah, him and Tootie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who else? Not as many cameos in the Waterboys.
Not as many cameos. You gotta understand, Vlad, this new one I got coming out called No One Amongst Thieves, I got Rich Homie Quan in there.
Nice.
Yeah, I got Rich Homie Quan in there. He playing my big dog in there. I'm a cokehead. So I play a cokehead in this movie. I snort so much cocaine. Bro, I snorted, because I was snorting powdered sugar, right? Bro, I snorted so much, bro. Still had sugar like back up, bro. It was just.
So you're like Scarface in there? Just like
I'm the Scarface. I'm just snorting cocaine, smoking blunts. I got one when I put the cocaine on the key and make it waterfall in my nose. Snorting it out the air. I went crazy on that motherfucker. Like this shit.
Have the movies, I don't, I'm not getting into your pockets, but have the movies consistently made more money each, like, new movie, or was like the first movie like the biggest money maker?
The first movie was the biggest.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't topped that shit.
You ain't topped it yet. Okay.
I ain't topped
all right,
that
fair
shit.
enough.
But it was a different time too. It was a different time in the world. It was a different time. You know, a lot of people ain't got that much money right now.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of fucked up right now if you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
For consumer shopping, bro. But it's doing well. And it's a good movie, so it's doing this. It's not doing this.
Yeah.
So.
And you could eventually, when things start to die down, you could eventually license it to like Netflix or Amazon or
willing to
whoever
talk
else.
with anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just gotta be the right situation, man. I still got enough. I feel like I'm still getting enough support to not be as worried. I'm making it happen, and I ain't letting nobody take nothing from me,
Well, what I didn't realize until just recently was in 2007, you were on the very first XXL Freshman cover.
Yeah.
Do you remember who's on that cover with you?
Me, I think Gorilla Zoe.
Yep.
Plies.
Yep. Do you want me to name the rest?
I forgot.
Lupe Fiasco.
Yeah.
Joel Ortiz.
Yeah.
Plies, like you said. Saigon, who's got a podcast on Vlad TV now with Havoc from Mobb Deep. Rich Boy.
Yeah.
Gorilla Zoe, like you said. Papoose.
Yeah, okay.
Crooked Eye.
Okay.
And Young Dro.
Yeah.
It's interesting, man, when you look back, when you now look, this is 16 years later. Like, who's still in the mix? Who's not so much in the mix? I'm not going to say who, because I don't want to take shots at anybody, but like, who's had problems along the way, and you know what I'm saying? But I would have to say that you are the most popular person out of that list in 2023.
That's all you would say? Okay.
Listen, am I,
that was,
in terms of just overall visibility, when I say popular, I'm saying just overall visibility, and so forth. you know, because everyone has their own opinions about who's the better rapper and everything else like that. And like you don't rap like Crooked Eye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like y'all are just different types of artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Young Dro, we recently had him on the show. Like me and Crooked Eye are still cool. Papoose, I had on my show recently.
My music is different. It's real, bro.
But I'm saying, like, you know, you have a lot of dudes that are like real, like lyric, like all lyrics, like straight.
Right. And those are trends though. And sometimes those gonna leave. Real music ain't gonna never leave. I can still drop real music, real music to this day, and it's still gonna hit home because it's real.
Yeah.
It's touching people. It's not leading people to do anything. It's touching people. So my music never left. None of them ain't do 5 years in jail neither.
Yeah.
They didn't have a hiccup.
Wait, hold on. Let me see.
I don't think.
Well, Young Dro got locked up for a little while over some bullshit, I think.
I ain't no drug.
Wait, hold on. Did Young Dro?
But I mean,
yeah. He had some jail time for a battery situation.
Oh, okay.
I think it had to do. It was a baby mama argument.
Yeah.
But not any like 5 years. He wasn't facing murder charges. Like you know what I mean? Like.
But when I was doing that, like I felt that, you know, I couldn't be fucked with. When I was doing that, you know, I was already, like, they was just coming out, bro. I was out since 98, bro.
Yeah.
That was 2007, bro.
Right. You were a freshman.
I was a freshman on the fucking cover. I had been out since 98, nigga.
Yeah.
That's 2007.
Right. Yeah.
My stripes been getting took away from me, man.
Well.
What about me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I was feeling.
Well, before I let you go, I just want to say a rest in peace to Gangsta Boo.
Yeah.
Me and her were cool, man. She had been in my home. She had met my family. I had hung out with her maybe about a month before she passed. You know, Onyx, you know, Fredro Starr and Sticky Fingers had this little event that, you know, she was at also. We hung out, took pictures, had a drink. I think we smoked a blunt together. She was, man, the queen of Memphis.
Down to earth like a motherfucker.
Down to earth.
Every time she see me. Yeah.
She was crazy. She was inappropriate. But that's what made her
She loud just like me.
Boo.
Loud just like me.
Loud.
Boosie motherfucker.
She talked shit.
Yeah.
And she was just always just happy. And once again, I think it's fentanyl. I think that's what happened.
Fentanyl, yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
That's what I'm hearing in Memphis, fentanyl.
Yeah, I mean, me and DJ Paul have always been cool, and he was telling me how I guess she was supposed to go home because she doesn't live in Memphis. She lives in LA.
Okay.
Right? She lives out here. So she was just out in Memphis, just, you know, visiting family or whatever. She was supposed to fly back, and I guess she had missed her flight or the flight got canceled. So she ended up staying one more night in Memphis and partying. Her and her brother, I think, got a hold of some bad drugs.
Drugs just fuck everything. I hate what it did to Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
I hate that. That woman was everything to me.
Yeah. Do you know that at the time that she died?
Her drugness, Blad, her drug made this whole fucking world lose respect for that woman.
Mm.
You got DeMar Hamlin. The world is shaped up so much now, bro. We got DeMar Hamlin almost died.
Yeah.
And we stopped the game for him.
Yeah.
Almost died. But we got Whitney Houston. Lose her motherfucking life. And I just found out this reading. And you still had that motherfucking Clyde Davis party?
Yeah.
The disrespect for that fucking woman.
Yeah.
The disrespect for Whitney. It's a fucking shame. Because of her drugs, it's the fucking disrespect for that woman. I just found out you still had a fucking party.
And that was his biggest artist ever.
Bro, that's sick.
Clive Davis. Yeah.
Fuck him.
Man, listen, I actually looked it up. At the time that she died, when they did her autopsy, did you know that half her teeth were missing?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she had dentures in her mouth because of the drugs. You know how drugs makes your teeth fall out? Yeah, half of her mouth was gone. That's how bad she was at the end. You know, this is why, like, for example, like the whole, Christian Rock, how she has the missing tooth?
Yeah.
Like, I remember I talked to a dentist about this. They explained to me that if you're missing, if one of your teeth falls out, very quickly it'll be a domino effect. All your other teeth will start falling out because your teeth like hold on to each other. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like having that one tooth is holding the other teeth in place. Yeah. You pull that one out, they start to collapse. Yeah. And they start to fall out. Like Christian Rock in a year or two is gonna have like no teeth. You know what I'm saying?
If she don't start putting that teeth
if she don't like put her shit in. But like Whitney was on drugs for so long that she had literally lost half the teeth in her mouth. It was all dentures. You know what I'm saying?
But just like we talking about it right now, I just want people to start talking about her goodness.
Well, I'll tell you this.
We forgetting her voice.
I'll tell you this.
We forgetting voice.
I interviewed Darkchild, Rodney Jerkins, who produced some of her hits. When I asked him who was the greatest female singer of all time, he said Whitney Houston. And you know what he said? He said, name someone who did what do you call the song they do at sports games? The national anthem.
91 Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I watched it.
The national anthem.
I watched it with my dad. We had just got a TV. I watched it with my dad.
Who's done a national anthem better than Whitney Houston?
Whitney different, man. Whitney different. You know when you know somebody different? When nobody's been able to do the national anthem yet and touch her.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, like, people have attempted it, right? People have tried.
Yeah.
But she's given us the staple. She's given us the bar of the national anthem.
Who's done a national anthem that they were able to sell?
Oh, they sold that?
Yeah. Hell yeah. And Whitney Houston is, bro, people forget, bro, before all that shit, Whitney Houston was like Beyonce.
No, yeah, she was Beyonce. No, she was definitely Beyonce. 100%.
She was Beyonce.
In fact, she had a better voice than Beyonce.
Of course. Who's gonna argue that?
Nobody.
Nobody can argue that.
Beyonce was a better entertainer.
Yeah,
performer,
by far.
Dancer.
Yeah. Beyonce killed her shows. You gotta go to a Beyonce show. I got to see her when I came home from prison.
Oh yeah?
In New Orleans.
I saw her perform. I saw her perform with Alicia Keys.
She
killed it.
She killed it.
She killed it. Yeah, no, she killed it.
Then it was her and Jay, so it was like, I saw it in the Superdome when I came home. That was one of my best concerts.
Did you know, I remember I interviewed Tommy Davidson. Do you remember, you may have been a little too young for this, but In Living Color ended up beating the Super Bowl halftime audience this one year.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, because he broke it down to me. It was really interesting. Like, up until that year, because remember, like, In Living Color was like the hottest show on television, but it was on Fox, right? Which was a relatively new network at that time. For the Super Bowl, the halftime show was like an afterthought. The year before, they had an Elvis impersonator do the Super Bowl halftime show. You see what I'm saying? Like, they really weren't taking it seriously. It was like, okay, people are here for the game, and we got to show them some shit. So we have an Elvis impersonator.
Yeah.
So then, In Living Color said, oh, this is an opportunity for us to actually draw the audience away from the Super Bowl and watch our shit. And they even had a little countdown timers so you could watch In Living Color, and you knew when to switch it back to the Super Bowl.
Like I was telling you, Keenan's nice, man. And the people he worked with, the I'd say his offensive coordinators, just to put it in those terms, you know, they were nice, man. They thought of that concept, and it was bonanza. You know, it changed. I mean, he's made corporate America, you know, trillions. Easily. Okay, you see that thing with the West Coast thing at the Rams game? Was that nice?
Yeah,
that was a result of what Keenan thought of. You know.
Okay.
And they actually ended up beating, they actually got more of an audience than the actual Super Bowl to watch In Living Color. So you know what the Super Bowl did the next year? Michael Jackson. They said, fuck this shit. Y'all ain't doing this shit to us again. And then from that point on, the Super Bowl halftime show became the biggest
You think Rihanna
stage.
did that free?
She did do it free. Yeah.
She did?
Yeah. But look what she got out of it. Her streams went through the fucking roof. Fenty went through the fucking roof. She got to have a baby shower, basically. You know?
Shit, all the money. I was Googling that shit. They didn't pay motherfuckers 13, 15 million for the Super Bowls or whatever, bro. Like,
so Dr. Dre got paid $15 million?
no, I'm just saying, I was Googling some shit and they was like, they done paid people like 13 million for a Super Bowl performance. Like, I wouldn't have did that free.
Really?
Fuck no.
Really? You mean to tell me?
Not
you
on
mean
Rihanna.
to, hold
Not
on,
Rihanna.
hold on.
I would have, but not Rihanna.
Okay, there we go. If
I was Rihanna, I wouldn't. I would.
Okay, if they offered Boosie the Super Bowl halftime show,
I'm going up
Boosie,
that motherfucker extra early. Boy, I'm going up that motherfucker extra early.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be saying, yes, ma'am, like Gunna in that bitch. Boosie ready to perform? Yes, ma'am. You want something to eat, Boosie? Yes, ma'am. Will you do the after party free? Yes, ma'am. Shit, you call me the Super Bowl, I'm gonna get right like a motherfucker.
That's how we're gonna end it. Boosie, always a pleasure. Until next time, peace.